guys. Welcome to Shay's Tube. A happy and blessed weekend, guys. Happy new month of February. And I hope you guys have a beautiful, blessed month. And I hope it's definitely better than January, because there was a lot of stuff happening in January that was just basically not good, to start off with the year. All right. I want to change something real quick, but dang, I don't know how I can do it while I'm on this live. But that's okay. I'll just put it on there once this live is over. But anyway, y'all. Welcome to everybody, wishes everybody who watches this in a replay. Let's go ahead and do that copyright disclaimer under section 10. Let's make sure to see what it is. I always forget. 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, commenting, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. That entire copyright disclaimer is in my description area. It will be in my comment area, and part of it is scrolling across that screen right there in green. All right, guys, if you enjoyed this content today, could you please like it, meaning thumbs up it? And if you are not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe below and hit that bell notification so you can be notified of any upcoming videos. Please share and leave a comment. Again, like, subscribe, hit that bell, share, and leave a comment. All right. Welcome to all my new subbies. Thanks to all my subbies that's been with me for the longest, guys. So today in this special live, we are going to be discussing updates on American Airlines Black Hawk crash and the medical jet crash in Philly. Also, y'all, I knew this was going to happen. Trump struck a nerve, you guys. All right, with the black people who voted for him. All right, I told you guys. I told you. I wish I could speak to the dude that I met that goes around supporting Trump with the flag up, his little thing up all damn year, doing the most. I should show y'all his video because I definitely got one on my phone. I may show it to you guys. He be doing the most. I don't know if I should though. But if you look him up online, and you probably will see him because he be out in Temecula, Marietta, all these areas out here. You know what I'm saying? Just endorse, basically, what do you call that? Showing everybody he is for Trump. Okay, that's what he does. So now I wonder how he feels now with all this stuff Trump is doing, especially the DEI. All right, and I have some videos to show you guys of that. I also got one or two videos to show you guys regarding that plane crash. Okay, and over here I don't really do conspiracy theories, but some things some things when they happen, it really just makes you wonder about stuff. We don't do conspiracy theories over here though, but like I just said, sometimes things make you wonder. So I'm going to let you see these two videos I found this morning. That's the reason I came back in here to do a live. Plus I told you guys yesterday that if I get any updates on the plane crashes or Diddy or whatever the case is, I'll let you guys know. And I got Diddy in here too, so don't think I forgot about him. Diddy updates and things like that. So y'all get you something to drink, something to eat, a relaxing seat, bed or whatever, and chill with Shay for this hour or hour and a half. And if you are at work, have a blessed work day. And thank you so much for listening in, you guys. All right. Y'all can see that I'm pumped and ready to go. Let me give you some water first now. Y'all, I also want to tell y'all about some health things too. A couple, I always got to include that sometimes, especially on Saturday, because I want y'all to take care of yourself. Okay. I want you guys to take care of yourselves. So anytime that I can, I will include, health things. And I need to go to the dermatologist. Well, not the dermatologist, what you call it, the allergist, because I think I put something on my skin. So the other allergic reaction is going away. Man, y'all, Shay's tube is so damn weird. It's ridiculous. This body of mine, okay? Everything in the world that I can put on my skin, I'm allergic to. And an allergic reaction don't happen the first day, second day, the next week. It happens like later on, you know what I'm saying? Just weird. And then you can't use the stuff ever again. That's why I don't use so many. That's why I always keep the same products and don't be using all that stuff. But something I'm putting on my skin, I don't know what it is. Maybe that cheap ass jewelry. When I be, putting on those cheap ass necklaces when I go to work and stuff. So I don't know. But anyway, let's go ahead and start off with this live, guys. Let me change my glasses and put on my other ones. The ones that I can really see out of when I'm reading. When y'all get past 40, you got to start wearing those reading glasses. Mine didn't happen till real late, like in the 50s. So it's like, dang. So anyway, I got some cute ones. They're black. They're cute. I wish I could wear them out. Okay. But anyway, let's go ahead and start off with this live, guys. We're gonna do this breaking news, topic time, whatever you want to call it, whether it's Saturday. Let me put a banner up real quick. And again, I hope you guys are doing good, and having a good Saturday, a good weekend period. All right. Okay, so let's see what we're gonna call this. Let's call it I don't know. Let's take worst read. I got to still show y'all that video too, because every time I look around, something else is happening. All right. And then you don't get a chance to basically talk about some of the things you want to talk about. Okay. So let's just call it Saturday. Oh God, I'm spelling Saturday wrong. Man, my no typing skills. Saturday talk time. Let's talk about Shay. All right. And I also want to talk about not TikTok. Who's these people at YouTube? The shit that they can do. All right. We're gonna talk about them too. I'm gonna call them YT. All right. All right, guys. Let's go ahead and get this shit on the road. All right. First thing first, guys, make sure y'all check out all my other videos. All right. My TikTok videos. Not TikTok, but you can check out TikTok at Shay's tube. Also check out my YouTube shorts. That's what I was trying to say. And my Dollar Tree hauls. Y'all need to go ahead and check out those Dollar Tree hauls, okay? I don't just do Dollar Tree hauls. I do all types of hauls. But check out those Dollar Tree hauls, because everybody else is getting all these views on their Dollar Tree hauls. I'm trying to figure out why I don't. My hauls are just as good. So we need to go over there and support that. Also check out my Country Wayne reaction videos if you are into his skits. And they are good, so go watch Country Wayne. All right? And check out my other lives. And make sure you check that community post board where I put up a lot of little stuff. Sometimes I put up information that I find, like breaking news and things like that. And I let you know when I get ready to do the live, like usually 15 minutes before I get ready to do the live. All right, so check all that stuff out and cop yourself a membership for $4.99 too, because soon I'm going to do a giveaway, a nice giveaway. So make sure y'all cop a membership. It's only $4.99, because otherwise you will not be able to be a membership, and you won't be able to be a member, and you must be a member at least 30 days. That's why I'm waiting to do, what's the name? The giveaway. All right. And if you want to show additional support, you can do a super chat or a super sticker, or you can do a cash app to $Shades Tube. All of those donations are used just to pay for things on this channel, like StreamYard, internet bill, just things like that. Thumbnails or whatever I have to pay for, just whatever, I don't have to pay Jermaine, but I'm just saying in the future, I will, for doing all these thumbnails and things like that. Once I actually make some money on this daggone channel and stuff. I'll tell y'all what the revenue was, just so y'all can know too. I hope I don't forget to tell you guys. So let me put that there, because I want to make y'all know for real, what YouTube pays. Okay. So I'm gonna show y'all that today too. Let me just write this down, because my ass will forget. Okay. Let me see. I want to talk about what YouTube paid me. And then I want to also talk about some nutrition stuff for you guys, so y'all can stay healthy. Okay. We're going to talk about all of this stuff in an hour and a half, because y'all know I got to go. I got to go out, got to go to work and things like that. Okay. And I'm going to maybe try to pack one container if I can before I leave. And I got to finish doing my exercise. So in the chat, we got Jermaine in the place to be. Jermaine in the place to be. What's up? We got the people in the bushes. What's up? People who watch in the replay. What's up? Now let's get this shit started, y'all. First thing first, y'all. Let's go ahead and talk about the plane crash. All right. Let's talk about. Let's see. Hold on. Let's talk about the Philadelphia plane crash first. All right. So we're gonna. This is an update. I don't know if I told you guys last night that 6 people was on board. I think I did. That was unalive. And then 1 person in the car. I did not include the 1 person in the car. I said last night, I did not know for sure. So updated information that 1 person in the car did pass on, which is sad. My condolences to all of the people, family members, friends, co-workers who knew these people or were related to these people. My prayers are with you guys as well. Okay. And to everyone who got injured, my prayers are with you guys as well. Sad day, sad month. The medical plane is really, both of them are really sad, but You know, this little girl had just finished getting life-threatening care, okay? And she basically fought that and overcame it. They did not disclose what type of treatment she got. I'm just guessing it could have been something cancer or some other life-threatening illness like that, okay? But whatever it was, she defeated it just to get on a plane in a crash. We watched videos of that plane last night, and I was just looking at how fast it went down. It looked like a missile, and a lot of people said the same thing. I'm wondering what happened, you know, what caused this plane to crash like that. I looked up how many planes have crashed, and a lot have had crashes or almost crashes. We even had one out here where I live, and I think everybody on board was unalived as well. And this was in the month of January. Okay, so there has been a lot of plane crashes or small aircraft crashes lately. All right. Anyway, let's go ahead and read this. So this medical jet has 6 people on board, including a little girl from Mexico who had received treatment for a life-threatening illness. Now, it went to the ground in northeast Philly, causing a massive explosion, which we saw that yesterday, unaliving everyone on board and one person on the ground in a car. Sad, sad situation, you guys. And 19 people were hurt. Let's see here what they got. So this happened 30 seconds after the plane took off. All right, erupting in a fireball and engulfing many homes in flames. Okay, so Mayor Parker confirms all 6 passengers on board the jet were unalived, and one person was unalived in a car on the ground, and at least 19 people were hurt. Now, this crash happened shortly after 6 p.m. on Friday, January the 31st, 2025, near the intersection of Roosevelt Boulevard and Cotman Avenue. Multiple videos obtained by NBC 10 showed the plane plummeting from the sky, crashing to the ground in a massive explosion shortly after. Multiple homes in the area caught fire. Now, yesterday we looked at a bunch of videos, you know, like live videos people captured and put it on TikTok. It was like a war zone, you guys. I mean, just very horrific, you know, and people were screaming, wondering what was happening. So I think some people thought it was a BOMB or something, you know, or a missile or something like that, the way they were doing. Then when they finally realized it was a plane, man, if you listen to people's reaction, you know it was horrific, okay? Now, according to the FAA, the plane was a Learjet 55 that left Northeast Philadelphia Airport and was headed for Springfield Branson National Airport and stopping in Missouri before traveling to its final destination of Tijuana, Mexico. A girl who was returning to Mexico after receiving treatment for a life-threatening illness in the U.S. was among the 6 people on board the flight. The girl's mother, a pilot, a co-pilot, doctor, and paramedic were also on board. That's sad. Now, the FAA said the National Transportation Safety Board will lead the investigation. Now, they did provide a shelter for those impacted by the crash at Samuel Fells High School on 5500 Langdon Street in Philly. So let's see here what they're saying now. So the 15 people, you guys, went to the hospital, okay? And out of the 15, 12 have been discharged and 2 have been admitted for further care. And 1 patient was transferred to another hospital. And I'm probably because of their injuries, maybe a head injury or something like that, or something more traumatic that hospital could not handle, you know, to its best ability. So let's see what else they know right now, because they still have this. Let me let y'all hear this, if we can. First, let's let this ad play. I hate these ads, man. So if y'all make donations, I can stop seeing these ads. Okay. Let's see here. We're going to let this ad play on. And I may be able to show you guys that crash again. I don't want to show it too much. You know what I'm saying? Because I showed a lot yesterday. I really, truly did, especially off of TikTok. Check out that video if you didn't. The live that I did last night, that is. So let's see. Hopefully they don't play another ad. Knowing them, they probably will. Okay, here it is right here.
Information that investigators say that they likely will have to be learning on their own. We were told that there were structure fires in at least 5 buildings, and the managing director says that at some point investigators will go in and perform grid searches in those buildings, and it's very possible you could find additional victims. Now, we do know 6 people on board that plane, all of them citizens of Mexico. As we've told you, a young girl was here receiving medical treatment. She is among those who perished on that flight. We do know that 1 person died on the ground and 19 others were taken to local hospitals. We can tell you that sources confirm that one of the injured, a young child, a 10-year-old with a severe head injury, we're told, was taken to Children's Hospital. Now, investigators say that they're going to be pouring over this crash site. We're standing on the east side of Cottman Avenue here, across from Roosevelt Boulevard, and you can see where the scene is, really directly in front of the main parking lot entrance to the Roosevelt Mall. That is where investigators are focusing some of their efforts, but not all of them, because there is a very wide swath. I can tell you where we're standing here on Cottman. As you head towards 95, there is debris on the road here as well. So they say that the scene here that they have to manage is very, very large. And one of the elements that the managing director and the mayor are warning you against, if you come out, maybe you live closer to the airport, maybe you live down the road here in some of the other neighborhoods, you find something that doesn't belong, maybe something that looks like a battery or some other part, that could be evidence in this. They don't want you to touch it. First of all, it could be dangerous. Second of all, it is evidence in this investigation. The NTSB, not at the press conference, however, the managing director did say that there could be information gleaned from the scene closer to Northeast Airport. Whatever happened to that plane upon takeoff, there could be very vital evidence there. So if you see something, do not touch it. Instead, call 911. Now, we did not learn how many people were displaced, but we do know that a number of people have been taking advantage of a local shelter. We know that people probably want to help out at this point. The mayor saying that right now there's no official donation site. There's no online ask for cash. So she is encouraging people to stay away from those kinds of asks. Also, do not bring any donated clothes or other items to the shelter right now. They say they have everything they need. It is a small group that they are caring for at the shelter that's being operated by the Red Cross and the city's Department of Emergency Management. Also, we want to let you know that even though they have given us some numbers of the injured and those who were killed, they tell us it is very possible that there could be more victims here. And a very important note, we've learned that suburban police around the city have been notified by Philadelphia police. If someone comes in with a missing persons report, that Philadelphia police want to know about that report. Now, investigators tell us that even though there's 19 people in the hospital, 1 person died on the ground. It's unclear at this point how many other victims they may have. If you know of relatives that have perhaps been in this area last night, you're going to want to make that call. They say if you have not seen them. They did not tell us if they've been able to identify all the people that are getting treatment at the hospital at this point, and they did not update the conditions. So it's possible there could be people in hospitals that also need identification, and they're trying to put loved ones in touch here and figure this out.
Hey, Tony Bands.
The governor spoke just a little while ago, even though a lot of the information here very grim, was trying to build the spirit here for people to come together in the face of this tragedy.
You know that the good people of Northeast Philadelphia this morning, as daybreak walked down from their homes, came down from their scoops, and saw carnage in their communities, saw fuselage, saw destruction, and saw things that no one should ever have to experience in their neighborhoods. We also saw the very best of Northeast Philly, neighbor helping neighbor, folks looking out for one another. It's the Philly way. It's the Philly spirit.
Now, again, when it comes to looking out for one another, look out for those first responders, because they are here trying to work these scenes and they do not need any people that want to come and see it for themselves getting in the way. That is the very latest. Keith and Aaron, back to you.
All right, Deanna, thank you. You know, if you stick around with us for a second, there's something the managing director said that was interesting. The FAA, the NTSB, they were not present at this news conference. However, Adam Teal did reference this remote area that may be of interest to investigators. If you don't mind explaining to us what you heard there at the news conference.
What he's basically saying is, again, this is a wide swath of a scene here, of this accident scene. He said something like whatever may have happened to the aircraft upon takeoff. He did not elaborate on that. There could be debris there. There could be other evidence. There could be something that leads them to a cause as to what happened here. This plane was in the air for just a few seconds, almost less than a minute before this happened. So as there is evidence, you know, on the east side of Cottman Avenue from where I'm standing right now, there could very well be evidence in the neighborhoods near Northeast Airport. And many people are probably heeding those warnings, staying inside. They go outside, they see something, police want to know, because as you reported earlier, the NTSB will find every piece it can, reconstruct this plane, try and figure out what happened here. And we do know that they convene, they bring in all their experts. We heard that the director of the NTSB is on her way here as well. So they will bring in all their aviation experts. They will try and figure this out. And each and every piece here is vital to figuring out what happened. Of course, it won't change anything in this tragedy, but it can change things down the road for other aircraft, you know, to make sure that this doesn't happen again.
Okay, let's go ahead and stop this real quick. I wasn't here. Okay, so they just went over and said a lot. Okay, hopefully, I don't know what could have happened. Maybe the plane has some type of mechanical issue going on. I don't want to think about no conspiracy theories. Okay. Because people did lose their lives. But of course, you know, certain things come to mind, but we're not going to say those things here on this channel. You have to go, you know, watch somebody else trying to follow those conspiracy theories and other things, and, you know, this investigative reporting that people do online. But in this plane crash and the way it went down and as quickly as it went down, it does make you wonder, you know what I'm saying? Because when we saw the videos last night, you know, especially the videos on TikTok where people capture themselves and put it up, it looks tripped out, you guys. It just went down like a missile. It went down so quickly, you know, and I could just imagine what that little girl, you know, was thinking. When it blew up, they probably just passed on instantly, though, before it even had impact or anything on the ground. But it's just a sad situation, you know. I feel sorry for the little girl, the other people that were on the plane, the family members, everything, you know. She fought the illness, the disease, or whatever the case is, a life-threatening illness, just to get on that plane, and her life was just taken in 30 seconds. Okay, it's just crazy. Let's see. Let's go ahead and see what else they have on updates. So when they did have the news conference, they just basically updated information that you just basically heard, how many people were injured, unalive, and, you know, and etc. And we just heard that the one person that they took to another hospital is a 10-year-old child, okay, with head injuries. And I just said it's probably some type of head injury. That's usually one of the main reasons why they do transfer people to different hospitals, because certain hospitals are not equipped to handle certain head traumas. All right. So the Red Cross did extend a deepest sympathies to everyone impacted by the tragic plane crash in Northeast Philadelphia Friday night. Okay. They said, we understand that people want to help and we appreciate that support. Right now, the Red Cross has what it needs to support the community. We ask the public not to bring material donations such as clothing or food to the shelter or Red Cross offices, as we work with partners who are better equipped to handle such donations. So the Red Cross in that area is not accepting financial donations either. And they said, if you see anything online, like a GoFundMe or any other thing, they did not make it. No one made it. So don't donate to those things. Okay. You know, people prey upon this stuff and make up donation sites to get that money, and they keep it for themselves, which is crazy. But people, they do that, you know. They did say this is a painful time for many. If you or a loved one needs help, reach out to the free 24/7 lingual disaster distress helpline at 1-800-985-5990 for support. Again, that helpline is 1-800-985-5990. All right. So they said during tragedies like this, it's important for people to connect with and support each other. All right. So that's what the Red Cross said. Okay, let's see what they're saying about these victims here. Okay, this is let's hear this real quick.
Yeah, first let me give you a little bit of information on the scene.
Let me let y'all see this.
We're on the other side of Cottman Avenue.
Wait a minute, I think they may be repeating the same thing.
That crash happened
Let me
on the
just see.
west side. Just basically, we're told
We can just go ahead and watch it.
Of the Roosevelt
because I'm watching, you can hear it anyway. So
and when you look down,
watch
you
it.
can't get any further when you're on Cottman Avenue down in that direction. I want to show you the inner lanes here, however, going underneath Cottman Avenue. Traffic can still pass. So I know that a lot of people are concerned about how do they get around this morning. But if you look, you can see the outer lanes are shut down, but traffic is still able to go underneath the Cottman Avenue overpass there. We have checked in with PennDOT, curious to see if there's any damage to roads ahead, if they'll be able to open things up. We can tell you that the NTSB is on scene now. Sources tell me that it is a very eerie scene in that direction. Now, we've been able to confirm that of the patients that were transported, 6 of them were taken to Temple University Jeans Hospital. As of last night, we were told 3 had been treated and released, 3 remained there. Also, we've learned that a number of patients were taken to Jefferson Torresdale Hospital. We're told one of those patients included a child that was in a car and hit with debris, according to sources. That child underwent surgery and then was moved to Children's Hospital. There's no word on any of the conditions of those in the hospital at this point. You can see a number of PennDOT vehicles showing up here live. Just a few minutes ago, the streets department brought in more barricades to try and cordon off the area here. And while we are waiting for a briefing from the city, we do know that the NTSB investigators here are on scene. Sources tell us that they'll be the lead in this investigation, piecing things together. You'll have a number of aviation experts coming together trying to figure out what happened here. Of course, there may still be work done on the scene to try and clear that scene, to try and figure out, do we have any other victims? I did reach out to the Red Cross earlier this morning. They tell me the shelter at Fells High School, a number of people did utilize that shelter last evening. Some of them left. They are asking, they know people want to help out. They are asking.
Okay, we're going to stop that right there because she's repeating.
Donations.
Yeah, she's repeating what I just repeated. So, we did update that again, and we said that some people were released, and they still had 3 or 4 people still at the hospital. The little child was transported to another hospital. Okay, so we did update that. All right, let's see here. So the president of Mexico did confirm the 6 people on the plane that crashed in Northeast Philadelphia have all passed on, which we already know that. She says in a post on X, formerly Twitter, I regret the unaliving of 6 Mexicans in the plane crash in Philadelphia. The consular authorities are in permanent contact with the families. I have asked the Ministry of Foreign Affairs to support them in whatever way is required. My solidarity with their loved ones and friends, okay? And then, of course, it was in Espanol. All right. So as we already know, they have a lot of investigation people there investigating everything, okay? And let's see, they got another view of medical jet crash site in North Philadelphia. And I think we already seen that yesterday. But what I will do, let me stop this because I don't, all these ads got to go. I can go to TikTok and show y'all again. Let's see here if they say anything. No, they're not saying anything. I think I covered everything. Yeah, I covered everything already, guys. It's a sad situation. Here they show what happened, and they did have a lot of witnesses. I showed you one witness on my live last night, a dude who told what he saw and heard. I think he's a gas station attendant. He said he closed the door so people wouldn't go out and end up getting hit with debris or whatever the case is. Because at first he didn't know what was going on. He probably thought it was some type of missile or BOMB or something like that. So of course you would grab the door and try to keep people from coming out. Yeah, he worked at the gas station. It's right here. And he saw or heard it or whatever the case is. He also said you could smell the jet fuel. And I'm pretty sure he could, being so close. Can you imagine, though, just outside walking around or in your car or at the mall or at the gas station, all of a sudden a plane crash right there in front of you? Can you imagine that? And just blows up and debris just started flying everywhere. That's crazy. He also said that another person said that they saw a person on fire. This person was inside a Bath and Body Works store in the mall. Okay, he said the building shook. A lot of people describe that feeling as if an earthquake hit, okay, or a tornado was close, because tornadoes do the same thing. It makes the building or whatever shake. And then he said he walked outside, and he said what he saw looked like a huge explosion, okay? And then he see a person running on fire. And he said he can't get that out of his head. I wish the dude running on fire would just fell down to the ground and do what they told you to do, because when you run, you make the fire spread quicker. I know it's hard to do that, though, because you're on fire. You're trying to, like, get it out. You know what I'm saying? Goodness. Another person was at home with his wife. His name is Gustavo Shaves. He was at home with his wife, Sam. He said he just felt like something feeling like an earthquake. He said he saw an orange lit sky when he looked out the window. He said his whole house shook, and he said it was an earthquake. It's an earthquake again. Thank you. So, y'all, said it was completely orange, okay? He said he knew something bad happened. So, again, it's a trip, you guys. It is a trip. So let's go ahead and see if we can look at one footage again, maybe one or two. I don't want to show too much. Boy, these people are crazy in foreign countries, man. When you go to these foreign countries, guys, make sure you follow rules. I'll tell you about that story in a minute. Okay, let me go ahead and see if I can get another TikTok video about this crash. I had the one saved on my phone last night, but I actually deleted them. Okay. Let's see if I can pick up another. It won't take it long to find it. Y'all know I'm good with TikTok. Hold on 1 second. Here it is right here. Medical crash footage. Let's see here. I want to see if I want to use this. So he's telling what happened. I'm going to show this real quick. Parental advisory is in effect. Okay, don't let your kids watch this. And yeah, I'm eating. Let me show y'all this footage real quick. Let me close my blinds so y'all can see it.
Lord, it nipped the house. When it nipped the house, it hit a couple cars.
Boom! That's the mall.
To the Dunkin' Donuts everywhere. I've never seen nothing like that a day in my life. Once I seen the big ball of fire, I came outside. I walked straight down there, started seeing a bunch of like plane pieces and like it's like you're like honestly like a human foot or something. It was in a shoe still just on the side.
Damn, probably was.
The plane is getting lower and lower and lower. It nipped the house. When it nipped the house, it hit a couple cars. Boom! And to the plaza and for the Dunkin' Donuts everywhere. I've never seen nothing like that a day in my life. Once I seen the big ball of fire, I came outside. I walked straight down there, started seeing a bunch of like plane pieces and like it's like you're like honestly like a human foot or something.
That's bad, y'all.
Still just on the side of the street. The plane is
okay.
Lower.
Let's go to the next one.
It hit the house.
Nasty self. Okay, let's see here. Okay, let this play over again. So, like I said, parental advisory is in effect. Maybe I should turn the sound down.
Oh, God.
Any cards are cut? I don't know. No.
That's a situation, you guys. Like I said before, let me see what else they got.
On departure, turn right heading 290.
Okay, we're going to show this in a second. Let me show this 1 minute. Let me get something off my computer first for a second. That's why you don't need to eat by your computer, okay? Be doing too much. Damn. Okay, let me show y'all this next video in 1 second. Let me get a bite of food. Hold on. Wait. Okay. So they're saying what really happened on this plane. Okay, let's see. I guess this is what it looks like on the inside. Let's see.
24, clear for takeoff, wind 25010. Medevac med service 056 affirmative. On departure, turn right heading 290, runway 24, clear for takeoff. Medevac med service 056, contact Philly departure 123.8.
So what happened? Let's stay them talking.
Medevac med service 056, Northeast Tower, contact Philly 123.8. Medevac med service Northeast Tower. Medevac med service 056, Northeast Tower. You on frequency? Medevac med Tango Sierra 056, Northeast Tower. How do you hear this transmission? Medevac med service 056, Northeast Tower. Foxtrot, Northeast Ground, Roger. Stand by 1. I'll get back to you when I can.
What happened, you guys?
First to runway 24, what's going on down there? Condition 755. We have a lost aircraft. We're not exactly sure what happened, so we're trying to figure it out. For now, the field is going to be closed, so no inbounds or outbounds probably. All right. Foxtrot, Northeast Crown, Roger. Stand by 1. I'll get back to you when I can.
Did he just say help me? He said I'll help stand in the back, don't ask questions. Hold on. Let's listen to that. Hold on. Let's go back. No, he did say help me. Hold on. Listen.
Turkey 609 Foxtrot, Northeast Crown, Roger. Stand by 1. I'll get back to you when I can.
He said I'll help stand back, don't ask questions. What? What?
056 on departure.
Hold on, let's stop this. Let me stop this.
Runway 24, super takeoff.
What did he just say? You guys, he said, don't ask questions. Help me. Let's see what some of these people in this comment section just said. Hold on. This is crazy, man. Hold on. Let me first save this video. Yeah, I should have downloaded it. Let me download the video. I always save videos like this. I don't even know if you can. Let's see. I don't want to go back. Let's read these comments first. Somebody said, now listen, I don't know if this is true. This dude said, help me. Don't ask questions. And what was he saying when we could barely understand what he was saying? What was he saying? Somebody in the comment section said, I think the plane was hijacked or someone turned on the pilot. I hear the pilot say, mother trucker, you're messing with the wrong people. And then the other says, good boy. What? I don't know if I heard all that. And somebody saying, listen to the guy talking with the accent. All of them would have an accent because they're Mexican. Okay. But I could not hear, but he was talking. Somebody was talking and it was like muffled. And whoever else that was talking said, please help me. Don't ask questions. I told you guys the way that plane went down that fast and the way it was going down, it just looked like something happened up there. I don't know for sure. I'm going to listen to this again. Somebody said talking to the wrong people, 2-4, or talking with the wrong frequency, 2-4. I don't know. And somebody said that makes sense. Okay. That's what they're saying at 55 seconds of this video. And they say local news did not put that audio up. See, that's why I love TikTok. And that's why TikTok needs to stay. I'm going to keep this video. Somebody said they did not sound like the same pilot. I can't tell for sure. It's another person on that plane too. It was. Somebody said, can someone clean up the audio? Somebody said, I heard them say, boom. Listen again and listen close. We're going to listen to this again. I'm not going to hold it. I just want us to listen in a minute, okay? They said the voice changed. But it was two co-pilots and a pilot. That's two people. But to help me. But he could have been saying help me because he knew the plane was getting ready to go down. But what happened? And wait a minute, why? And that's nothing. You see her help me. Why is the HEC person saying, I'll get back at you soon as I can? That's weird. We're going to listen to this again. And stand back, don't ask questions. Was that somebody else turning on the plane pilot or something, or the co-pilot? The accent. Everybody keep on saying the accent. They are Mexican, okay? Somebody said the second voice had no accent. Somebody said, how you get this audio? Yeah, how did you get that audio? I didn't even think about that. Maybe it's somebody who worked there. Yeah, you can't even download this video because I tried to. So all I could do was share it. But, let me show you a slicker way you can do it. So what you can do, I'm going to show you guys right now. I'm going to tell you. You can take another phone, and I'm going to show you because I'm going to record it.
On departure, turn right heading 290, runway 24, clear for takeoff.
Now, I'm going to record this.
Medevac Med Service 056 affirmative. On departure, turn right heading 290, runway 24, clear for takeoff. Medevac Med Service 056, contact Philly departure 123.8. Thank you. With that. Medevac Med Service 056, Northeast Tower, contact Philly 123.8. Medevac Med Service Northeast Tower. Medevac Med Service 056, Northeast Tower. You on frequency? Medevac Med Service 056, Northeast Tower. How do you hear this transmission? Medevac Med Service 056, Northeast Tower. Northeast ground, Roger. Stand by one. I'll get back to you when I get back. First to runway 24, what's going on? Position 755. We have a lost aircraft. We're not exactly sure what happened, so we're trying to figure it out. For now, the field is going to be closed, so no inbounds or outbounds probably. All right.
609 Foxtrot Northeast Crown Roger. Stand by 1. I'll get back to you when I can.
Okay, so I actually, recorded it on my other phone, and that's how you do it. When they say no download, you don't have to worry about that. Just go to your another phone, play the video, and record it from there. I don't know why some people don't know that. That's all you have to do, and then you have a copy of it. Okay, period. In case they take it down, and I hope this wasn't edited, because you know they do that. Now I did hear him say, "Help me." No, I heard him say, "Stand back." Let's listen to that one more time. Let's listen very carefully.
056 affirmative. On departure, turn right heading 290, runway 24, clear for takeoff. Medevac med service 056, contact Philly departure 123.8. Thank you with that. Medevac med service 056. Northeast Tower, contact Philly 123.8. Medevac Med Service, Northeast Tower. Medevac Med Service 056, Northeast Tower. You on frequency? Medevac Med Service 056, Northeast Tower. How do you hear this transmission? Medevac Med Service 056, Northeast Tower.
So somebody even said high proximity. Hold on. It sounded like he was saying something about his proximity. He said a high proximity. Okay, I thought I heard him say that when the voice began to be like mumble. You couldn't hardly understand what he was saying, but it says something about, at least it sounded like a high proximity.
I'll get back to you when I can. First to runway 24, what's going on down there? Position 755, we have a lost aircraft. We're not exactly sure what happened, so we're trying to figure it out. For now, the field is going to be closed, so no inbounds or outbounds.
Now it'll be slow down. Okay.
609 Foxtrot Northeast Crown Roger. Stand by 1. I'll get back to you when I can.
Now, I don't know if the dude was saying, the air traffic controller person was saying, "I'll get back to you," in the same order that he said, "Help me," or whatever the case is, because it could have been taken out of order and edited like that. I don't know for sure. But it did sound like he said, "Help me." I'm not 100% sure because it was so low, but it did sound like that was what he was saying. And the thing is, hold on, y'all. The thing is, I'm wondering what exactly happened in the airplane. And I'm wondering if the airplane has a black box. It probably does. Because once they get that, then I believe we will have a clear picture of what happened. Now let me read 3 more comments and then we're going to move on to the next plane crash. This is interesting though. I kept that video just in case they take it down. Now, like I said, the 2 different people, I think they had a pilot and a co-pilot, if I'm not mistaken. You know, it was 6 people on the plane. So, okay, let's see here. Somebody said creepy. Sounds like someone is asking for help. Well, he could be asking for help because he knows that the plane, something's going on with the plane. Okay, but I still say, why would the dude, the ATC say, "I'll stand by, I'll help you when I can"? So I think they took that out of order, okay, because I don't believe he will be saying, I'll help you when I can, okay? It's kind of weird. Somebody said sounds like they drugged them. They didn't drug. Listen, they slowed the audio down. See, that's why I don't do conspiracy theories. The person who did this video slowed it down. It says it up there in the caption. And then somebody said by the accent in the beginning, I would say this is a hijack. Again, they are Mexican, okay? They speak Espanol, so you would hear an accent. Somebody said that groan sounds like help me. He probably was saying help me because you would be saying that too if you know your plane is going down. You would be saying help me. And I don't know exactly what he was saying because he was mumbling like. All of them was Mexican. The doctor, the paramedic, the mom, the little girl, the pilot, the co-pilot. I don't even know if they had a co-pilot, but let's see, co-pilot, pilot, the mom, the little girl, the doctor, and the paramedic. Yeah, 6 people were on that plane. So the other voice they might have heard is the co-pilot and the pilot talking. All right. This is what I'm talking about with those daggone conspiracy theories. That's why I don't do those. Somebody said they seen a report where they said an oxygen tank may have exploded. That could be possible. We didn't think about that because it is a medical plane. Maybe the oxygen tank blew up. Yeah, we didn't think about that. That's obvious. That could have happened, which is very unfortunate. Okay. Okay, somebody said the pilot could have had a medical emergency, like a heart attack or something like that. See, we can't always go into, conspiracy theory saying somebody hijacked the plane or he tried to unalive himself, unalive all other people. We can't just automatically assume this. We have to use actual brain cells and actually think things out. So he could have had a medical emergency, or somebody said the oxygen tank could have blown up, or what was the other one? A malfunction with the plane. Some of those more common things that could have happened. Okay, somebody said the kaboom sounds like he's stretched. All I hear is his tail be called when y'all hear effing with the wrong one. I don't know. I don't recall hearing that. I mean, I listened to this like numerous times. I did not hear that. Then somebody said it was a drug hit. All right. And then he said, somebody else said, I heard hijack plane. Now, that could be a possibility. I don't know for sure yet. That could be a possibility. But because we cannot really understand what that muffled talking was 100%. They slowed it down, but I did hear help me. Okay. But I think they took the other thing out of, the order, sequence and stuff, and placed it in another position to make you think that the ATC person said, I'll help when I can. If somebody actually said, help me, the ATC, who he knows that his stuff is being recorded, is not going to say, I'll help you when I can. All right. I don't think they would be saying that. So I think that is taken out of content. All right. I really do. Y'all want to hear that one more time? Let's listen to it one more time. Okay. One more time before we stop.
Turn right heading 290.
I'll put it up close.
For takeoff, wind 25010. Medevac med service 056 affirmative. On departure, turn right heading 290, runway 24, clear for takeoff. Medevac med service 056, contact Philly departure 123.8. 123.8, my time of 056 medevac. Thank you, good day. Medevac med service 056, Northeast Tower, contact Philly 123.8. Medevac med service Northeast Tower. Medevac med service 056, Northeast Tower. You on frequency? Medevac med Tango Sierra 056, Northeast Tower. How do you hear this transmission? Medevac med service 056, Northeast Tower.
Hold on, let me stop that right there. He did say high proximity. So I don't know what all these other people are hearing. He's talking about the plane. He said something about high proximity. Did y'all not hear that? He's speaking so low, you hear a lot of static, like the plane was probably in trouble then. because he said something about high proximity. I know I heard that. This is the third time, fourth time I heard that. Let's listen to that little part again. I heard that. Listen carefully. He said something about the high proximity. So that means the height or something. So something happened on that plane when they were flying, because he said a high proximity. Okay, let's see here.
Please, ground Roger. Stand by one. I'll get back to you when I can.
Wait, let's see what he said there. I can't understand what he said. What did he say there? Wait.
I'll get back to you when I can.
He said, I'll help, I'll stand back or stand by or something like that. But what were they talking about right there? The plane being up high proximity or what?
It's 7:55. We have a lost aircraft. We're not exactly sure what happened, so we're trying to figure it out. For now, the field is going to be closed, so no inbounds or outbounds probably. All right.
He did say a high proximity.
6498, Shot Northeast, ground Roger. Stand by one. I'll get back to you when I can.
He said he'll stand back. Okay, I don't know about the don't ask questions. He said, I'll help stand back. Okay. Maybe something was happening on the plane, because he kept on saying high proximity. So what does that mean? I mean, what could he be talking about when he said high proximity? Was something else up there in that air, okay, that maybe played a role into why it crashed? But I don't think the dude would be saying, the ATC would be saying, I'll help stand. No. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I think they would have jumped into action. So I don't know what was going on there. He said something about high proximity. Okay, high proximity. Okay, that's what he said. And then ATC said, I'll get back with you as soon as I can. I don't think he would have said that if the plane was being hijacked or if something was in the air. Okay, I think he would have jumped on that very quickly and everything. And then the pilot or co-pilot said, I'll stand by. I'll stand back, or either I'll stand by. And I don't know if he said I'll help for sure. That's what they say here. They said they said that the person said, I'll help, stand back, don't ask questions. So I did hear don't ask questions though. I did hear that and all that. So you guys, I played it on here like 4 or 5 times. Plus I have it recorded just in case. So go back and listen to that when this video is over, so you can see if you can understand what he said, or you can go Show Me Paranormal on TikTok and go listen to that video yourself. Okay, show me paranormal. Okay, so Jermaine said high proximity. I was about to look it up, Jermaine. I'm glad you put it up here. Is a term that describes situations where aircrafts are close together or too close to the ground, which may pose a risk to flight safety. Okay, so he was too close to the ground then. Okay, I'm thinking he was higher in the sky. That's why I always go research stuff. Okay, so are close together, where aircraft are close together or too close to the ground, unless something else was up there with him. But again, if something else was up there with him, I don't think the ATC would have been so calm, because he said, I'll get back with you. I'll help. I'll get back with you. So he clearly thought he had time. So honestly, it seems like to me, I'm not a investigator or anything like that, but I'm just guessing. They're going to have to look at ATC as well, the person who was just talking to him. Because if we tell him, if the other person saying high proximity and saying help or whatever, why would you say stand by, I'll help stand by or something like that? Unless he didn't, because he should know what to do, what to tell him to do. I don't know. Like I said, it's hard to say. You know what I'm saying? It's very hard to say exactly what was going on. But from listening to their audio, if this is true, if this audio is legit, I don't know, guys. The sound tripped out. I don't know. But I don't think the plane was hijacked. I don't. And I don't think it was something up there else, you know, like a drone, like some people have been saying, or something else like that. I mean, things do happen. It could have been. I don't know. But I'm just saying it doesn't seem like that to me. It seemed like whatever happened, unless something paranormal happened. Okay, let's put it like that. That's why this channel right here is called this. Unless something strange happened to cause him to, the plane to go down and things like that, because he was like high proximity. I'm thinking that was too high. It's actually what he Jermaine just said. It's an aviation term that describes situations where aircraft are close together or too close to the ground. So maybe he was too close to the ground, or maybe it was something else up there. I don't know for sure. You know, when I saw the video, it just came down very quickly. All right. And I can probably show y'all that real quick. And then we're going to move on, because I've been talking about this one for an hour. Okay, let's see here. Hold on. Let me see if I can find. Is this the actual footage? Let's see.
I can tell you that a small Learjet.
Let me get some actual footage. Let's see. Let's see if I can get the footage. I had it last night. Let's see if somebody's showing it again. Let me see if this is it right here, you guys. I want to see the actual thing when it came. Now, see how they showed us the explosion. I need to see the actual jet. Let me see what this dude is talking about.
Here's what happened last night. I'm able to secure the actual audio from the incident.
Let me let y'all see this first, okay? Now, which one is this one? Let me make sure this is the one. Oh, let's keep this. This is the DC one. We're gonna. Oh my God, what did I do? Let me take this off here. We're gonna keep this one too, because I want to show y'all this one from the DC one. Oh my gosh, man, what are you doing? Goodness. Okay, we're gonna go back to that one. That was the other one. So we're gonna stop him real quick. We're gonna come back. I was looking for. Let me do this. Up to the damn sound. Okay.
And demonstrated here.
That's this crazy phone. Okay, let's see. I said I wanted to try to get footage. I had it yesterday, but I took it off. Okay, let's do this. Let's see here. Medical crash live footage. I'm trying to show the one that I showed yesterday. Let's see if I can find it. Here, let's see. I think this is it. I think. Damn, they just showing only one thing when it actually exploded. We don't need to see that again. We want to see when it came down, because it came down like what? Let me see if I can find that real quick, guys. We're going to do it for 1 minute. Let's see. So many horrific things, man. It's so much. There are fires, the plane crashes. I showed y'all this actual footage yesterday of everything. This is the other one right here. With damn, let me keep this too. Let me just keep this so I can show y'all that one. Damn. So much, guys. It's so much. That's why I did this live today. Let me see if I can find. I'm pulling up 2 different ones. I don't need him to. Let's see. So they got mayor provides update. Okay, we already seen that one. We already heard that. This is the Philadelphia one right there. We don't need to. No, this is the one, but you can't really. Well, I could show y'all. That thing went down so quick, guys. Let me just show y'all.
2 days that were completely.
Let me show y'all. Wait, hold on. It went down so quick. Let me rewind. That thing went down. You saw that?
2 planes in 2 days that were completely.
Damn.
2 planes in 2 days that were completely just unexplainable almost. You know, the Black Hawk helicopter incident that collided with the first plane. You know, there are so many variables that they're trying to roll out. You know, it just doesn't make a lot of sense, because they said in the data and research, as they're suggesting, there could have been another craft there somewhere that could have caused
they did
some
say
sort
that.
of interference or disruption, which then caused them to be confused because it was a crystal clear night. They say there was no breakdown in communication, and so they don't know exactly what happened either.
So he's talking about the DC one too.
You can see the video. It's
And the
like a
Philadelphia one.
fireball coming straight down out of the sky. So it really makes you wonder what's going on. Like, what happened up there? And they didn't say anything about any kind of mayday call or anything from a communication standpoint that would have said why this medical Learjet was going down the way it did. It's frightening. Your heart sinks and it goes out to the families. It's really just a very strange phenomenon considering everything going on up there lately. And it's just, you have that child who just received that life-changing, treatment for the illness, and it's such a travesty. It's horrific, and just for it to plunge down like that, a heavily populated area with no warning.
Yes, we're gonna stop him right there. That is a tripped out situation, guys. A sad situation, actually. Jermaine said, sounds more like a mechanical failure, or the plane was over the weight capacity. Plane was struggling to gain altitude. You know what? That makes sense. I didn't even think about that because he was too close to the ground. So it could have been a weight thing going on, or it could have been something else. Because one would think, why would they have too much stuff on the plane? Because they would already know that, what would happen if they did that. But you never know, people. You know what I'm saying? I don't know for sure. I do have another video too. Let me see if I got the right one. Hold on, because it's 2 plane crashes. Let me see here. Where did I save it at? I got so much stuff. Let me see if this is the one right here. Oh no, this is the other little girl. Wait, hold on. Let me change this off, you guys.
He fired head of TSA, Coast Guard, and gutted key.
So I want to play this video after I get through talking about the crashes, okay? So we're not going to play that right now. Let me see the other one is talking about.
Call me crazy if you want.
Okay, this is the American. Okay, so I'll play those 2 when I talk about the other one, okay? But anyway, tell me what you guys think about the Philadelphia medical jet air crash. What do you think could have possibly happened? You heard the audio that I played here from TikTok. If it's true, what do you guys think? Once you heard that, make sure you listen to it good, okay? Because I don't know if that audio is legit or not, but if it is legit, I want to know what that pilot or co-pilot was saying when it was all mumbled up. I did hear him say help and I'll stand back or whatever and everything. And I heard the ATC person saying that he will get back with them when he can. But why would you say that if somebody is too low? It does not make any sense. Like I just said, it does not make any sense. So I don't know, if they took that out of order, sequence or what. Okay, but anyway, just tell me what do you guys think. Now we're going to move on to the other one. Hold on, let me take this down, guys. Hold on. It sure is. I believe it is. Just an unfortunate accident. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Let me turn this music down a little bit. It's too loud. Okay, we're going to talk about the the American airline one next, okay? And we're going to try to wrap this one up in 30 minutes because I do have to tell you about Trump and Diddy. So let me hurry up and try to do this. I'm still good, though. It's only 12 o'clock here, okay? All right, I already got my schedule all arranged out. All right, so let's go ahead and do the updated information on the American airline crash, okay? I am so tired of Cash App sending me all these messages. Let's see. Let me go up to it. Then I'm going to tell you guys about those conspiracy theories too, okay? Let me make sure this is the right one. I think I told you guys this yesterday that they did recover the black box from the helicopter. Okay, I did tell you guys about that. They haven't told us what's in it yet. Okay, so I guess once they listen to it, they may tell us what was in it. Okay, let's go ahead and go back down to the one that I need to tell you guys about, the updated on this one. Yeah, this is the one right here. I had to make sure, man. I be having so much stuff on my phone. All these horrific things happening. Okay, so this is what they know so far about the American airline plane with the 60 passengers and 4 crew on board that collided in mid-air with an Army Black Hawk helicopter carrying 3 soldiers near Reagan National Airport in Washington, D.C. and crashed into the P River. Okay, Potomac. I don't know how to say that because, I just don't. On Wednesday night, officials said everyone on both aircraft perished, as we already know. So the remains of 41 victims have been recovered. The D.C. fire chief said that yesterday. All of the black boxes from the plane in the helicopter have been recovered. And that's according to the NTSB. So with them recovering everything, we may get some answers soon. I don't know how long it takes for them to go through all of that on the black box. And, I don't know. But I guess soon we will know what they found out. All right. That's what I'm guessing. The plane in American Eagle Flight 5342 had taken off from Wichita, Kansas, and was approaching for landing when the collision happened. Top figure skaters from the United States and Russia, amongst other people, were on board. All right. The helicopter was on a training flight, the Black Hawk, with a crew based at Fort Belvoir in Virginia. And I did show you guys what that helicopter looked like. Okay, just in case you guys did not know. I showed that in my live a day before yesterday, which was, I believe, Wednesday. So they did find two bodies. The bodies of two soldiers were recovered from the wreckage of the Black Hawk helicopter that collided with an airplane near Washington, D.C. It was a man and a woman, and they recovered those bodies on Friday. So they said one of the bodies is believed to be those of Chief Warrant Officer 2nd Andrew Lloyd Eves, 39, of Great Mills, Maryland. And the other remains are believed to be those of a soldier that the U.S. Army has named at the request of their family. Okay, and then there was another one, because that one right there, they made an error right there. That one right there was not named because the family did not want that person named, okay? Then the other person is Staff Sergeant Ryan Austin O'Hara, 28, of Lilburn, Georgia. Okay, he was recovered earlier in the week. So let me tell y'all something. They said over 90% of the U.S. airport towers are understaffed. Remember when I was telling you guys the other day that I can't remember exactly which one I was talking about, but I told you that with an American airline crash, that they only had two people or one person, watching in the sky. It was supposed to be another person. I think I said it was two people there, and it's supposed to be 3 or 4, and it wasn't. So it seems to me that they were understaffed, and the other person wasn't there to be looking in the sky to make sure everything is clear, So anyway, they said less than 10% of the nation's airport terminal towers have enough air traffic controllers to meet a set of standards set by a working group that included the Federal Aviation Administration and the Controllers Union, according to a CBS News analyst of FAA data. Only about 2% of the towers met the Collaborative Resource Working Group's 2024 staffing targets for the number of fully trained air traffic controllers. Only about 8% met the target, even when including hundreds of air traffic controllers who are still in training, according to the analysts of 2023 staffing data for nearly 200 airport towers. They said none of the nation's air route traffic control centers that handle high altitude en route traffic had enough fully trained controllers to meet the targets either. That's crazy, guys. Now, they said the data from the end of fiscal year 2023 was published in the FAA's Air Traffic Controller Workforce Plan, which is an annual report to Congress on the status of the agency's effort to overcome a decades-long struggle to recruit and retain enough controllers to keep America safe while flying. The data shows staffing at the end of fiscal year 2023. They say nationwide, the working group's target for controllers was about 14,600, the report found. Counting only fully trained controllers, the nation's air traffic system is at about 72% of that target. It's at 87% if trainees are included. That's about 3,000 to 4,000 controllers short of the targets, depending on whether the hundreds in training are counted. They also had near mid-air collisions at the nation's airports, and they are on the rise. I told you before, it was a plane crash here in January that unalived everybody on the plane, a private plane. And it's definitely been some some near ones. My oldest daughter was on a plane, but this was last year. Hold on for a minute, y'all. My allergies, hold on. Was on a plane last year, late last year, I believe. And she said that it started doing crazy stuff in the air when it was, and they had to make an emergency landing. And she said she thought all of the people on the plane, including herself, was about to pass on. They put out everything, you know how they do an emergency on the airplane? They did all of that because they thought the plane was about to crash. That's why I do not like airplanes, guys. Okay. And you know what? When they landed, her and her husband actually rented a car and drove the rest of the way. That's how bad it was. So I don't like planes because, you know, you don't have any control. You cannot jump out. You can't do anything. You just have to sit there and wait to see what's going to happen. And I just don't like any situations like that. That's why I don't fly like that. The last time I flew was in 2013. All right. That'll tell you I don't like them. All right. And I took pictures up there and I had to sit by the window. And I don't know what I was going to do if something happened. But I don't know. I just had to sit by the window to watch the plane. I don't know. That's weird. I know. But I just don't like them. And at one point, I thought I was going to have to get back off the airplane. But I kind of tricked myself up to stay on it. But I don't like them because I just feel like, you know, they can easily malfunction. You know, you never know what the pilots may be into. You know what I'm saying? They may be ready to commit the S word and I'm up on a plane with them. Somebody in the plane. I just can't do it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that was a scary situation for my oldest daughter, you know, because she really did thought at that time that was it on that plane. And when I got on the plane back in 2013, I'm going to tell you straight up, I did not like that turbulence. I'm going to be perfectly honest. I thought we was about to crash then, going up into the air. I was like, what the heck is that? Because, you know, mind you, that was my first time on a plane. And I'm like, what is this? How do people love getting on this thing with all this turbulence and shaking and stuff, all these weird noises? I mean, I just can't trust humans like that. You know what I'm saying? I just can't. And that's why I don't really ride those things. All right. If I can drive anywhere, I drive. That's why I haven't tried to go to London, you know, or anywhere else because I'm scared to get on the plane. You know, if I can't drive there, I won't go. Hell, I'll drive all the way to Texas, Cleveland, or whatever, because I just feel like I can control my car better than a plane. Because if somebody is about to run into me and I see it, I can try to, you know, get myself out of that situation like I have done through the grace of God so many times. You know what I'm saying? But in a plane, you just don't have no say. Okay, no say whatsoever. So I don't like them, and I just don't care for them. You know what I'm saying? In this CBS News data, team analysts, they found that reports of near mid-air collisions at the nation's airports are on the rise. There were, I can't even talk right. There were like 5,066 near mid-air collisions reported over the last 20 years. 5,000, and you guys thought that this stuff just started happening in January. Now, this was from 2005 through the fall of 2024. And this is from an analyst of the data from NASA Aviation Safety Reporting System. This total includes incidents reported by any piloted aircraft over 20 years. That's an average of about 253 per year. And I don't want to be one of the people that's included in these things. In the last 5 full years of data, there were 385 a year, or more than one a day on average. And you guys thought this just happened, start increasing in January. That's why it pays to read, to research, and find out information. And that's what Shades Tube is all about, you guys, to give you the real. Okay, so it did not increase. It's been increasing over the last 20 years. And we have to look at many different factors. The people they are hiring to do the job, are they really qualified? Do they have enough training? Are all the planes up to par? Are they checking them the right way? Are the people who work on those planes, are they doing their jobs? There's so many things you need to look at. All right. They said there were 1,129 near mid-air collisions involving at least one commercial aircraft reported over the last 20 years. Listen, you got 1,129 near mid-air accidents with another commercial aircraft. Okay, that's about 56 per year. So what are you guys talking about when you say, ooh, the world is coming to an end because so many plane crashes, mid-air collision? Listen, they just told you 56 each year, or a little more than once per week. These are near mid-air collisions involving another aircraft. All right. So when you get in on those airplanes, think about that. An average of about 56 accidents with another plane per year. That's why it pays to stay prayed up all the time. One per week. Over the most recent 5 full years of data, that there were 80 each year. 80 each year. That's crazy, you guys. I need to screenshot this right so I can keep this. So no, it's not. It was always like this for the last 20 years. We just didn't know. And they said the number could be higher because some cases are not reported. All right. So they say at least 9 near mid-air collisions were reported over the last 20 years at Reagan Washington National Airport, or DCA, where the DEADLY collision happened on Wednesday night. Did y'all hear that number? Over the last 20 years, 9 near mid-air collisions were reported. And then they finally met each other. Okay. So the most recent cases at DCA was a 2023 case involving the commercial pilot reporting coming within 25 to 50 feet of a drone. In a 2019 case where 2 commercial passenger aircraft was on that plane myself. You know, I was actually thinking about that. What if a plane come by and they end up running into each other because planes? Because I've been thinking of all type of weird shit. You know, I was thinking about what if something is in the air, you know, and something that we've never seen, or I just been thinking of weird shit. That's why I can't do it, you know. They also said that FAA plane chopper nearly collided in 2018 incident near Reagan National Airport. They said a helicopter was forced to take evasive action to avoid colliding with a plane that was landing at Reagan National Airport outside Washington, D.C. during a July 2018 incident that mirrored the DEADLY mid-air collision that happened Wednesday night. So y'all, this has not just been happening. That's why it pays to read and research. Anyway, a Federal Aviation Administration Technical Center plane was on approach to runway 33, the same runway one, God, I cannot speak, one on which, let me start this back over. Blooper, you guys, man. Okay, when I start with one, I end up doing a bunch, okay, because I start getting like, don't even worry about it. Let me just start back over. A Federal Aviation Administration technical center plane was on approach to a runway 33, the same runway on which the American Eagle Flight 5342 was supposed to land. One of the three helicopters traveling along a similar route as the Army helicopter had to take evasive action to avoid a collision with the FAA plane. So that was the same runway 33 that Flight 5342 was supposed to land. So they said one of the three helicopters traveling along a similar route as the Army helicopter had to take evasive action to avoid a collision with that airplane back then. Okay, that's crazy, man. They said at the time only one air traffic controller was managing both local plane traffic and helicopter traffic, a role that is usually staffed by two people, similar to the situation on Wednesday night. So when I told you guys about it was supposed to be another person there, I guess that's what I was talking about. I was getting it mixed up. That's why I don't remember. It was either on the plane or at the ATC. So it was the ATC. They were short staffed. Okay? That's crazy. I don't know how. See, important jobs like that, they should always make sure they have enough people present to work. Okay? It should never be understaffed, short staffed, or whatever you want to call it. They should always have enough people. Always. You're playing with people's lives. Okay? One person can't do everything. Damn. Let's go ahead and read these comments. Jermaine is writing up here. Y'all make sure y'all donate to Cash App at Shades, $Shades too. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Or you can send a super chat or super sticker. Yeah, buzzards can fly, but you know, if you're inside of an airplane, right? The buzzard, they're still trapped because you can't open up a door or window. Otherwise, the plane really is going to go down. You know what I'm saying? So don't worry. According to Trump, so long as we have all white males running everything, we shouldn't have any issues. I'm not going to even go into what I was getting ready to say. I almost said something, but let me take that back. Listen, no human is beyond making mistakes or perfect. Okay, it doesn't matter the color, the gender, the age, how much education you have. It just doesn't make any sense. You know, everybody makes mistakes, okay? And that's on everything. Okay, so let's see what they're saying here. So the Navy barges en route to D.C. crash site to retrieve plane fuselage. I guess that's how you say that. They did that on Friday. So they probably are there now. They said they were suspected to be there by Saturday morning. Okay. They said there is also 2 debris sites at the site. One where the helicopter crashed and one where the plane went down. They said the American airline debris field is slightly larger than the helicopter debris field. They also recovered 41 bodies of the 64 people on board. They said the remaining victims are thought to be in the fuselage of the plane. They said we do have to make every effort to recover every single person who passed on in this accident. So that salvage operation will take place in conjunction with the DC Medical Examiner's Office. So recovered victims can be turned over to them and then returned to their families. More than 100 families are in the DC area waiting for information. That's sad. And they also are confident, the NTSB is confident it can get data from the black boxes, okay? So they did say at a briefing yesterday that NTSB said investigators have recovered the black box from the Army helicopter involved in the crash. He said it has been taken to the lab at NTSB headquarters. the 2 black boxes from the passenger plane, the cockpit voice recorder, and flight data recorder were also recovered earlier. Okay. And then they said the NTSB has a high level of confidence that investigators will be able to retrieve information from them. Now, I don't know how long it takes for them to go through it and everything, and then to let us know what happened or to play it. I don't know, how long that usually takes. All right. So anyway, on Friday, Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy announced Friday that the FAA is restricting helicopter traffic around Ronald Reagan Washington National Airport. All right. I don't know why they got airport again. These AI stories, they don't edit these right. I mean, I have tried to go over so many typos. It's ridiculous. Today's decision will immediately help secure the airspace near Reagan Airport, ensuring the safety of airplane and helicopter traffic. Now, that's what he treated. All right. He said this is a part of the USDOT's ongoing commitment to safeguarding our nation's skies and upholding the highest standards of air travel safety. But another way you can do that is making sure that you hire enough ATC people, because they just said only one person was there when it should have been 2. Okay. Goodness. I think I already said his name. So this is Chief Warrant Officer 2, Andrew Lloyd Eves. This is what he looks like or looked like. Okay. Let's see. One of the victims. And may he rest in peace. And my condolences to his family, as well as the other people who lost loved ones in all of these plane crashes, even ones that we haven't heard about. All right. Okay, let's see what else we got here. They have a whole bunch of stuff, guys. So they do expect to recover all of the bodies too, okay? Okay, so yeah, that's the updated information on that. Now I want to go ahead and play some TikTok videos of people basically giving a little bit of what they think, okay? I'm not going to say conspiracy, but I will say... I will say, no wonder they have not been. I just noticed something. Ever since Trump has did that DEI stuff, and this dude is going to tell you exactly what it means too. Okay, I'm not okay because I don't want to mix it up. They have not been playing my videos. Okay, I just realized that. That's a conspiracy theory, y'all. All right, but anyway, back to the seriousness. Again, like I was saying, my condolences to all of the victims that perished, in these accidents, including plane accidents, crashes that a lot of people that we don't know about, people who perished, period. My condolences are expressed out to all of these people, okay, and my prayers. And it's a sad situation, when anyone passes on, especially kids and younger people. And I'm sad about all of them, but these kids that were on the American airline plane, the skaters and stuff, the young adults, and then you got the little bitty girl who was on the medical plane after she had just gotten her life-saving treatment. It's just a sad situation, you guys. It's really a sad situation, and I really do hope they start putting up, hiring enough people to be in these positions so they can keep people safe when they get on airplanes, and make sure they're hiring qualified people, mechanics and people, of that nature to check out these planes and to make sure they're safe for us, and make sure that the skies are safe. That's what I do hope, they can do more of. Sad situation. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at these videos real quick. Okay, where is that? I think let me look at this and see if this is the one.
Breathe, you breathe. Let's go.
Let's see. Okay, that's the same one. We can't listen to that again. Let's see. Let me take this down. Okay, let me find it real quick, guys. Bear with me. This is commercial time. Okay, so let me play him first. And let's see what he's talking about. Okay, Captain Steve.
Let's listen in together.
Let's see what Captain Steve said. Let's hold on. Let's go back to it. Wait, damn it! What did I just do? Let's go back to it. Wait a minute, Gladys Knight. Hold on. Let me check this out to make sure this is true. Hold on. This is a brief interruption. Hold on. This is a brief interruption, you guys. Hold on for a second. What? Hold on. Let me see this. I think I just spelled her name wrong. Let me spell her name right. What? I'm gonna check this to see first. What are these people talking about? See, they be putting up stuff that does not make any sense. I'm not even gonna just tell you. Let me make sure, because I don't see anything on here. Let me see. Oh no, this is old. Okay. No. Those are fake. I don't know why they have this up here. I don't know, but I'm not even going to mention it because I don't know why they do that on TikTok. That's so damn stupid. That's why I always check everything. Hold on. Let me go back to this. This is ridiculous.
Last night, I'm able to secure the.
Now, hold on. Let me see. Where did I see that at? Why do people put stupid shit up on TikTok that does not even be true? That's why it pays to check out everything. All right? It really does. And that's why I do that all the time. Damn. They shouldn't do that. Okay, first let's listen to him. First, let's listen to what this dude is talking about. This just came up on my feed. I want to see what he's talking about. Okay? Okay, so this is about Trump. Okay? Let me put this thing up here so y'all can come over here and get mad. No. Hold on. Let me just change this and take the plain stuff down. Because I want y'all gonna get mad, y'all Trump supporters. Okay? I'm an independent, okay? I don't support anybody. No. For real, I don't. Okay? Let's see. Let me change one of these things right here. Let me change this one. Let's edit this one and put it's time for that Trump. Okay, let's put this up here. Okay. All right. What is wrong with me, you guys? Okay, welcome, guys. Welcome to Shay's Tube, okay? In the bushes. All right, let's do this.
Just got into the White House and he has the audacity single-handedly taking down the vultures that are leeching off our backs.
We have a public health system that does not deliver in times of disaster, yet more money is spent on it than any country anywhere in the world. All of this will change starting today.
When you understand that Black people are disproportionately sicker than anyone else,
let's see what this dude talking about.
Understand why the media tried canceling Ye and made him look crazy.
I asked them, how much lithium did you want to put me on exactly? It took them 4 days to answer because they were embarrassed about the amount, right? And I refused to take this, right? You understand that if I had taken the medication, I would not be here, and it would have been, he was deeply troubled. We miss him. We love his music, though. Well, they would have Britney Spears too. I mean, look at Michael Jackson.
This is the same way they take down videos of these naturopathic doctors that are trying to promote natural ways of healing. Just like this video I found of Dr. Herb talking about oil of oregano.
Chronic sinus problems year-round is a mold fungus problem that lives up and through here. Even upper respiratory problems could be affected by the mold or the fungus, and oil of oregano is the absolute best remedy for that.
Write that down, y'all.
Respiratory system. It's the best. It's the
oil
king of all
oregano.
You can compare things. The wild oregano oil is really.
And so I sat here and thought to myself, if this could really help millions of people, How come they're not pushing it out to everybody? Well, then just take a look at how much this industry is worth. And that's the same reason why whenever a celebrity like Terrence Howard comes out and talks about it, the mainstream media call him psycho. Does he look psycho to you?
Like using oil of oregano instead of using antibiotics. And
Oil of oregano.
Yes. I used to have really thick, dark circles under my eyes.
Okay.
That's gone away in the last 6 months. I've been using it. My skin, I'm 55 years old.
He looks good.
Do I look like I'm 55?
No.
You look great. The only downside to oil of oregano is whenever people get it, they forget it has to have high carvacrol. That's the active compound that makes oil of oregano as strong as it is. That's exactly why I take mine from this brand. It has high carvacrol and black seed oil. And it also has over 150,000 sold on TikTok and a bunch of 5-star reviews because this shit really knocks whatever you're coming down with. The only downside is it's been going extremely viral on TikTok right now because people are starting to find out how strong oil of oregano is. This means they're running low on stock. So if you can still see an orange cart button somewhere over here, you can still get some. Make sure you act quick before they're completely out.
Okay, so
people are fucking pissed. This man just got into the White House and he has the audacity single-handedly taking down the vultures that are leeching off our backs.
We have a public health system.
So we're gonna stop that real quick. So yeah, I feel him on that. Let me just touch on that real quick. The oil of oregano. It's a lot of, healthy things that you can take to cure stuff. If I could actually tell y'all my own business and tell you what I use to cure something, maybe I'll do it in the future. You will be shocked. Okay, when I tell you how certain numbers was very low and then it increased because of certain things that I'm taking and doing. Have you guys ever heard of grounding? I think I said that the right way. When you go outside barefooted on the concrete and you can stand out there for about 15 to 20 minutes to 30 minutes every day or every other day, you would not believe the benefits that does. So research that. Okay, let me write this oil of oregano down. Oregano. But anytime you take stuff, make sure you check with your doctor or either research it online to make sure it does not interact with any medications that you might be taking, okay? Especially if you have diabetes, hypertension, lupus, or anything like that, or heart disease, okay? Just make sure you check to make sure that it does not interact with any meds that you may be using. Turmeric is also a good thing to take, guys. I take it all the time. And I'm going to tell you straight up, turmeric with black pepper. I think that's what's in it, and something else. Let me look and see, y'all. I always forget the name of these damn vitamin minerals I be taking. Let's see. Let's get the correct stuff. It is turmeric curcumin, okay, with ginger powder. Now, what did I just say a few minutes ago? That's why it pays to read stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's turmeric curcumin with ginseng powder. Okay, so my cardiologist actually told me to take that, guys, and that what that does is decrease inflammation throughout your body. Before I started taking that, I had a lot of inflammation. Inflammation is one of the most highest culprits to disease, the illness. So I started taking that, and I'm gonna tell you straight up, I was taking it maybe for about 60 days, and when I went to get my blood work, almost all of my inflammation in my body was gone. Okay, and I still take it. I don't take it every day. At first, I was taking it every day. Now I try to take it every other day. All right, but again, you have to check with your doctor to make sure it does not interact with any other medications, and if it works for you. If it's something good that you should be taking. Also, another thing that my doctor told me to take is magnesium, not the regular magnesium though. It's the magnesium. Let me look at the actual names, y'all. Okay, it's the magnesium. Hold on, my ass be tripping. It's the magnesium glycinate, glycinate, high absorption. Okay, that is good for heart health. Okay, magnesium glycinate. I think I said that right. Okay, that is good for heart health. Okay, so and also it makes you sleep good at night. He told me to take that at nighttime, okay, for my heart, as well as other things, as well as to get a good night's sleep. When you take that, you do not need sleeping medications. Because I was taking allergy pills, to get a good night's sleep. He said, no, stop doing that. I even saw a new study on taking allergy pills all the time. Like, what is this stuff called? Benadryl. It can maybe increase your risk of getting Alzheimer's, allegedly. Let's put that in there, okay? So that's why I don't take it all the time at all now. I take that magnesium glycinate. That's what I take, okay? Plus, it's beneficial for your heart, especially if you're dealing with hypertension or other cardiovascular type diseases. Even if you're not, you just want to keep that area healthy anyway, because the heart is a major organ in your body. Without that, you cannot even live. You know, you don't want to have to be going through no heart transplant or other procedures dealing with your heart, because it's a hot ass mess. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you want to do everything you can do to make sure that your heart stays healthy, along with exercising. Massaging is very efficient. It helps to release fluids in your body, all types of stuff. It makes you stay more energetic, more youthful. It decreases lines and wrinkles on your face. I don't have any wrinkles, okay? It decreases all of that. You don't even need a facelift if you go in there and you do a facial massage 2 times a day, morning and night, and sometime in the noontime too. You just have to do it every day. You know what I'm saying? The same thing for your body. Of course, you're going to still see certain things in your body because you are getting older, but it helps diminish it some or decrease it. So overall body massages that you can do yourself, including your back, because you can buy, you know, something for that. Those are beneficial as along with going to get a regular massage at least once a week or at least once a month if you can't afford weekly. Okay, so it's so many different things that you can do for your body to make you age gracefully, to be healthy, no matter what your age is. Another mineral that I take beside the turmeric and the magnesium glycinate, I also was told to take vitamin D3. But before you take that, you definitely need to go to your doctor to get blood work done, because if you take too much vitamin D3, it can do other things, okay? So don't take vitamin D3 for real, unless you talk to your doctor. I had to take it because my vitamin D3 levels was low, and they just kept me on it. And I don't take those every day. I don't even take them every other day. I take them maybe 3 times a week, you know, because every time I go get my vitamin D3 level checked, it's good. So I don't want to get too much, you know what I'm saying? And then there's just so many. I'm supposed to take fish oil too. I'm gonna eventually put that into my thing too, because that is good for the heart. So I'm gonna eventually put that in there too. I just don't like that fish oil stuff. But you can also eat fatty fish with what is it called? Omega-3, I believe. I think that's what it's called, omega-3. Let me check to see real quick. Let's look and see omega-3. I think that's what that's called. I'm not sure. Let's check to see real quick. Okay, let's see. Omega-3 fatty acids. Yeah, that right there is definitely, it's the healthy fats, and it does support your heart health. So that's another thing that you can take. It also lowers your triglycerides, okay? So that's a good thing, you know, when battling high cholesterol and stuff. So, but again, don't take that unless you talk to your cardiologist or your regular primary physician, okay? Remember, I go to a cardiologist and he tells me what to take, all right? I didn't take that yet, though. It was another one he gave me too I haven't taken. So that omega-3 fatty acids may help with a variety of health conditions, including heart disease, inflammation, and brain health. As you start aging, that's even more important, you know, because you can lose certain brain, it diminishes somewhat brain functions and stuff like that, you know. Let's see, they say this also may help lower your blood pressure and triglycerides. So, but if you're taking other medications like hypertension medication or high cholesterol or whatever, you need to check with your doctor first, okay? And even if I was taking, I don't know if I would take that every day. I probably would take it every other day or something like that. It's recommended to take DHA and EPA 200 to 500 milligrams a day. Okay. So for omega-3, that's for pregnant people and stuff. The other one, I don't need to give you that. But if you are pregnant and nursing, they say between 200 and 300 milligrams that a day. But check with your doctor first, okay? Point blank, check with your doctor. So I get what this dude is saying, and I agree with him, because those minerals and vitamins, exercise, along with eating as good as you can, along with massages, getting a good night's sleep, trying to stay positive, eliminating stress, it can do wonders for you, okay? And not smoking and not smoking weed like that, because weed, I gave you guys studies on that as well, some of the cancers that it may cause. All right, unless you're taking medical one, and even that, I do a side eye too. But some people have to take it because of pains and stuff like that. But yeah, but especially the regular weed that you guys smoke, and then cigarettes are just a no-no. I mean, that's half of your problem right there if you're smoking cigarettes or if you're drinking alcohol too. That's another problem right there because alcohol can do so much to your liver, to your brain. If you have high blood pressure, it can increase your blood pressure. It does a lot of things. My uncle passed on at a young age from cirrhosis of the liver. He was drinking all the damn time. Okay, he had to be in his 50s when he passed. Okay, or somewhere around that age, And we used to warn, well, I didn't, but they used to warn him about drinking. And this dude used to drink every single day. And then he finally caught cirrhosis. And the first thing people say, I'm not scared to pass. I got to pass with something. But then when that sickness hits you, then you start recanting everything you said. And usually when people start accepting that is when they can't do anything to stop it. So who would want to go through that if they can just simply stop drinking? Okay, start decreasing that alcohol until you get to zero. Okay, just like with candy, too much sugar, all of that stuff, start decreasing that stuff until you get down to zero, but actually decrease it. All right, and keep up with it. Same thing with cigarettes. Start decreasing that until you get down to you don't need any cigarettes. Because when you try to stop stuff all at once, unless it's some like hardcore drugs, you need to go get help for real. In with alcohol and cigarettes. But when you try to stop this stuff all at once, it usually backfires, and then you start doing it again, like I do with candy all the time. That's why I'm decreasing the M&Ms. Okay, and then I'll just stop eating them. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, I'll just stop eating them altogether. And plus, I'm telling myself that it's nasty, and that works when you tell yourself that certain things is nasty, or you think about the health consequences, like sugar diabetes or inflammation in your body, because sugar does promote that and all sorts of things. You think better when you don't have a lot of sugar in your system. Your heart works better without a lot of sugar in your system, and other organs do as well. Okay. And then Jermaine said that he does his grounding in grass. Okay. Yeah, you can do it in grass, you can do it in dirt, but the ground is the best place to do it at. And I did it the day before yesterday. I'll do it today real quick, about 15 minutes while I sweep off the patio and things like that. So I find it to be easier to ground if you go outside and have something else to do, like being on the phone, or if you are sweeping. And some of y'all know y'all need to go out there and sweep y'all patios off, sweeping off stuff, dusting things off outside, talking to the flower. I don't know, just do something out there, going for a walk in your yard, whatever. That's what you should do, grounding. And let me just tell y'all briefly about grounding so you guys can know real quick. This is going to be a long video today because I'm talking, but anyway, grounding benefits. Let me just tell y'all, because you need to try that, because I'm telling you, if I can actually tell y'all something, but I don't want to because I got some trolls and they like to feed off of stuff, y'all would be shocked. Something amazing happened for me that they said would never happen, and it did. All right. So anyway, they say grounding appears to improve sleep, normalize the day-night cortisol rhythm, reduce pain, reduce stress, shift the autonomic nervous system from sympathetic. I don't know what else was going to be up here. They always do that. I don't know why they cut off things. Let's see what else they got here. Okay. While at the same time, okay, I guess this is the rest of it. They said while at the same time you receive a charge of energy in the form of free electrons, helping your body synchronize with the natural frequencies of the earth. Okay, so let's see here. So they also call this earthing. All right, it can reduce inflammation. All right, it can prevent chronic diseases like heart disease, diabetes, and cancer. It improves sleep. It regulates circadian rhythms and reduce inflammations. It can also reduce pain from new wounds and chronic pain like arthritis. All right, so let me see what else. It improves your heart function. Oh, well, no, heart health. I'm sorry, you guys. It can improve, which is your heart function. It can improve blood flow and reduce blood viscosity. That's viscosity. And that can lower the risk of cardiovascular disease. It can also reduce stress. It can help reduce stress and anxiety by activating the parasympathetic nervous system, which helps you feel calm and relaxed. Also, grounding can help wounds heal faster by producing changes in white blood cells and other molecules. It also can improve metabolic function. All right. It can boost your basal metabolic rate. It can also improve hormonal balance. It can help resolve inflammation and autoimmune signaling in hormonal pathways. All right. I just only wish it could help me say these words more correct. Okay. I really wish it would do that. Okay. Anyway, it says you can try grounding by connecting your bare feet to the earth, such as walking on grass. So you can walk on grass, dirt, or the ground. I choose to do it on the ground, but if I go to the park, I'll do it out there on the grass for 15, 20, 30 minutes a day. All right, but do not do it with wet feet, okay? Okay, or in the water or some weird shit like that, because remember, you're getting the electric energy from the ground. And I did read a horror story about that. Actually, a man passed on from that. Okay, so don't do that crazy stuff. He was using a machine to ground with, and plus he had water on his feet or some weird stuff. Just weird. People I don't know what be wrong with people. You know what I'm saying? They don't research anything. They just do all this weird shit, and then they end up unaliving themselves. Hey, Most Hated, what's up? What's up? Happy and blessed month of February. All right. And they say you can do it a day if you want to. They say start with 10 to 20 minutes a day and increase the time if you feel you can. Some recommend 30 minutes a day. So a lot of people recommend just 10 to 20 minutes. Some people recommend 30, and then if you can do it longer. So I do it between 10 and 20 minutes because I be so busy every other day. I don't do it every day because I'm taking those high blood pressure pills and, things like that. So you can walk barefoot in the grass, sand or dirt, lie down on the grass or sand. Hell, you'll probably really get the benefit if you lay down on it. See, now you see why you see people lying down on the grass. I used to wonder, why are they doing that for so long? You can touch, they say touch water, such as by taking a bath or going into the lake. Okay, but as long as you're not, I guess, standing outside just trying to ground. I don't know. They said garden and get your hands in the soil because you're going to be grounding in if you're out there barefooted. And they say you can use grounding mats, sheets, and shoes or socks. I don't advise you use that. That's what the dude was using, a grounding something. And then something happened and he had a heart attack. Okay, point blank, and passed on. Okay, so yeah, so just make sure you do it the safe way. When you walk barefooted, y'all, it activates foot muscles and nerves that control balance and proprioception. Proprioception. Gosh. Proprioception allows you to sense where your body is in space. If I said that word correctly. All right. These words be like, what, y'all? All right. So yeah, try that and see how it works for you. I was telling my cardiologist about it. He was like, really? I never heard of that before. He said he was going to look it up. He probably forgot. And he was like, whatever works for you is, as long as it's safe. And I told him, yeah. Okay. But yeah, those are just some health things that I just told you guys because I didn't know the dude was going to talk about it, and, check out some of these things. It was another one too. I can't remember what it is. I think I screenshot it. Let me see real quick. It's, hold on, let me tell you. Oh, it's hawthorn berry. Hawthorn berry is a good thing to take. Make sure you check with your doctor first. Like I said before, it contains compounds that support the heart and the circulatory system. It is used regularly to protect against the beginning stages of heart disease. It's also excellent to help speedy recovery from the heart attack. Hawthorn berry contains vitamin A, vitamin C, sodium, selenium, potassium, chromium, niacin, and about 19 other nutrients. Okay, so that's a good something good to take. If you have heart issues and things like that. I'm going to check that out with my cardiologist before I take it, and I would suggest that you do the same thing, especially if you have hypertension or any other heart condition going on or circulatory condition or anything. Just check with your doctors first before you take any of these natural things or vitamins or minerals. I also take a nutrition shake as well. I don't drink that every day because I'm lactose intolerant, and plus I have a milk allergy, but I do drink it like twice a week, along with doing my collagen. Collagen is also good for your skin. They claim it doesn't really, they don't know for sure if it actually replaces collagen in your body, but some people think it does. You know what I'm saying? Some nutritionist people think it does replace some of your collagen that you lose as you start aging. It actually speed up as you get older and you start losing collagen, and that's why you can wrinkle quicker and things like that. Collagen is also used to keep your bones and stuff, you know, flexible and things like that. I think it's your bones. I have to look it up to see exactly, but I can look it up real quick. Let's look it up so I can make sure I'm giving you guys the right information. Okay. Let's see. Benefits of collagen. Hold on. Because I'll be trying to remember everything. Let's just look it up so I won't give y'all the wrong information. Okay. So here it is right here. The 4 top benefits of collagen. Okay. And I take it in a powder. You can take it in a pill too. I take it in a powder that I mix with hot water and I just drink it down because it's nasty as crap. All right. Sometimes I boil the water, sometimes I don't. Like the day when I take it, I'm gonna take it at night because when I take it in the daytime, I don't know why it makes me have to pee all the daggone time. So I'm gonna take it when I come home later on from work and take a little break. I'll take it then so when I have to go pee 1,000 times, I can easily do it. Anyway, they say regardless of age or current health status, collagen supplements may sound appealing to you. They said this is the main structural protein that forms your connective tissue and skin. That's what I was trying to say. Okay, it brings that collagen back to your connective tissues so you can be able to be more flexible and things like that. Okay, the muscles, bones, cartilage, skin, hair, and connective tissues in your body all make use of collagen in one way or another. And it is derived from the same amino acids that make up your unique physical build. And they said rather quickly, these amino acids are becoming a big business in the wellness industry. So they say whether it's a collagen supplement or even bone broth, the amino acids that make up these proteins are what you are ultimately ingesting. Okay, so let's see the benefits of it. And they got a whole bunch of stuff here. I'm not going to read all of it. You guys can go check it out yourself. But like I just told you guys, natural collagen production declines as you age. So you need adequate collagen for strong bones, joints, and skin. Adding more collagen into your diet via handy supplements sounds like a no-brainer. That's why many supplement manufacturers have started selling collagen powders and pills, but not all of them are good for you. Okay, I take the collagen that's uses grass-fed animals, okay, with no added stuff in it, okay, period. So they said this is made mostly from animal parts like fish scales or cow bones and skin. Okay, so that's what it's made from. Yep, that's what I'm drinking, but it's beneficial for you. Okay, so let's see. So let's look at the potential health benefits associated with leading collagen supplements and what we need to know before adding them to your wellness routine. So I'm not going to tell you what they are. I just want to tell you the benefits, okay? And I take the one collagen peptides powder, okay? So the health benefits are, hold on, it may improve joint health, okay? It can also reduce symptoms of arthritis. Let's see. They don't know how the collagen actually helps soothe joint pain syndrome for osteoarthritis, but they are trying to figure it out, okay? They said it may, these supplements and powder may reduce the inflammation, which consequently improve osteoarthritis symptoms. That's what they say it may be doing if it's not actually replacing the collagen. They don't know for sure, you guys, but it can't hurt you. I mean, I don't see no negativities of it, like that. Let's see here. Then number 2, it may strengthen the bones. And they are using these words may because they don't know 100%, okay? So they did do a study in 2018 of postmenopausal women who took a daily collagen supplement, it demonstrated improvements in their bone mineral density a year later, especially when they took it in combination with vitamin D and calcium. Okay. And you know what, researchers behind the Nutrients Journal study aren't exactly sure why collagen seems to strengthen our skeletons, but they think it might trigger certain anabolic processes that promote the growth of bones. They don't even know 100%, but that's what they think. All right. And then you got some who think it's not as effective. We're not going to listen to them because we know that some of these people will tell us that things do not work just because they want us to buy regular medications. Let's keep it real. But yet, you can read study after study, and you can see where it did benefit people. The next one, it can benefit your skin and health. Shades Tube got a hair full of hair, you guys. It's not thin on the sides. It's not thin in the front. In the back, nowhere. When I actually comb this damn hair for real, I won't put on a hat, okay? Of course, I'm having back in those 2 ponytails, but Shades Tube got a lot of hair, all right? And it's healthy all the way around. I may need the split ends to be cut. I got to cut those, but it's pretty much healthy. You know, as people start growing older, they start losing their hair on the sides and the back at the top, you know, especially if you wear weaves and stuff like that, start pulling out the root and things like that. But when you take collagen, and I don't even take it every day, but when you take collagen, it helps to strengthen your hair and your skin as well. Okay, keep that youthful appearance. Okay, the next one is it may aid in digestion. Okay, they don't have no established research exactly how amino acids and collagen work to improve digestive health directly. They're still studying that, but they do think it could improve that. And this one amino acid that's found in collagen called glycine, and that may reduce GI inflammation and aid digestion. I forgot what GI stands for. It's the stomach though, okay? The intestines, I think gastrointestine. I think that's what that means. I'm gonna go check it to make sure. So that's what they think. The glycine may reduce GI inflammation and aid in digestion, okay? Period. Okay, let's see. So they say, is it safe to take collagen supplements? They said the U.S. Food and Drug Administration does not monitor collagen powders for safety or efficacy. I think that's how you say it. It's efficacy or something. Efficacy or efficacy. I can't remember how you said it. Efficacy. So they said for this reason, it's important to do a little research before stocking up and making a permanent change in your daily dietary routine. They said the best way to do is talk about collagen supplements you may have in mind with your primary healthcare provider at your next routine checkup, which I already did. All right. So let's see what GI inflammation is. Okay, let's go check that out real quick to see if I was correct when I said gastrointestinal. Okay, let's see. Let's see what I remember from being in school for medical stuff. GI inflammation. Okay. Hold on. What does it mean? What does that mean? Let me make sure. Yeah. Gastrointestinal inflammation. That's what it is. Your stomach and your intestines, okay? Telling you, it's good to go take medical classes. I mean, you normally wouldn't take them if you weren't in the medical program, but if you are in college, sometimes you can sneak a medical class in there and you can get away with taking it outside of your regular, course of study and stuff. But I took it because I was actually studying that. I went to a magnet high school that specialized in nothing but medical stuff because at that time I wanted to be first I wanted to be an operating room technician, then a pediatrician. All right, so then I went to school, but then I changed my went to college, then I changed my major. And so like I told you guys before, to law and then business, a lot of different stuff. But I still remember a lot of stuff with the medical stuff since I went to high school from the 10th grade or 9th grade all the way up until I think it was the 10th, 11th, and 12th. 12th grade, and then to college. So a lot of stuff I still remember. Plus, I be reading all the daggone time. I used to really read about medical stuff, but I still do now, and I still remember a lot of stuff as well. So it's gastrointestinal area. So when you hear them say GI inflammation, it's gastro, which is the stomach. Gastric is the stomach, and then the other part of the I is the intestines and stuff. And if you see itis, that means inflammation. All right, like gastritis, that's inflammation of the stomach. All right, so yeah. So anytime you see that, they're talking about you have inflammation in your body, and so many different things cause inflammation, like sugar, excess of sugar, dairy products. If you don't believe me, look it up. What else? I think that's 2 of them. I don't know the other one. I can't remember, but I know that damn sugar plays a huge role in inflammation, as well as some dairy things. Okay, I do know that. So yeah, that collagen says it can help, the peptides in it can help increase your skin elasticity. When you get older, in hydration means, it being like moisturized looking, it looks rejuvenated. As you get older, your skin dry out and it be looking all dry and shit, and it makes you look older. Then those wrinkles be showing and coming more when your face dry up like that. That's why it's good to keep it lubricated. I don't want to use that word, lubricated, hydrated. Okay, let's use that word. That's why it's good to keep it hydrated. Drink enough water. You can put hydration stuff on your skin if you're not allergic to it. Sometimes I just put water on my face, and then I put let's see, which one do I do first, the water or the Vaseline? I put water in Vaseline, a light coat of Vaseline, because Vaseline seals in that water and gives your face that moisture. Okay, I use natural products. Okay, but that collagen with the peptides in it, it can increase your skin elasticity and hydration, which can reduce the appearance of wrinkles and fine lines, amongst other things. You need that collagen because it's very important to have that, so you won't be stiff and things like that, and then it helps you to decrease arthritis or arthritic. Is that a word? Arthritic pain. All right, let's see if it's arthritic a pain. My ass be making up shit, y'all. Let's see, arthritic. Okay, we're going to see. Because my ass know I can make up some words sometimes. Oh, it is, you guys. Yes. I was right again. Man. All right. Get his shades too. A person with arthritis. All right now. Oh, you said, are there any natural alternative for the V word? I want to be prepared when the party ain't jumping no more. Oh, wow. You need to go to medical class, and you can find out more stuff. Let's look on here and see. It is ginseng, I think. Let's see here. Also, you can massage that area, okay? I'm telling you, when you do massaging to those genitalia sections, it improves the blood flow in those areas, which in return makes it look more youthful. It works better, and it does all types of stuff. And when you do them, you don't be thinking about no weird shit, and then you won't get it, you won't get charged up. Let me put it like that, okay? Because I do massages all over, and I don't begin all like that, because you're doing a massage. You're not doing no freak type stuff. You know what I'm saying? And that's the way you have to look at it. You're doing a health type massage to make that area stay rejuvenating, so it can perform to the best of its capability, and to keep it more alive. I would use that word. Let's look up some natural things. Oh my God, let me look it up. Let's see. For erectile dysfunction, okay? I should have stayed and been a doctor, you guys. I think I would have been a good doctor. I would have my patients laughing and everything. That's what happens when you be scary as shit, all shy. You just mess up, with a lot of stuff that you could have been doing. Let's see here. First of all, you should be going to the doctor to see if there are any physical or psychological conditions that have you in that position. Okay, let's see. So here are some natural remedies, according to this person here. This, who is this? Let's see. This BSNRNHNBBC HWNCBC person, okay? This person's a nutritionist, okay? A herbal doctor and everything, okay? So let's see. You can use ginkgo. I don't even know what this says. Bilobo. Let me just write it in the damn chat, okay? You better massage. How about you, please? Let me just write this because I don't know how to pronounce all these words. Okay? You can use this. But check with your doctor first. I said it all the time. I said ginseng. I know everybody knows about ginseng. Okay? They sell it in the stores and stuff for these little men be coming in there buying it. I be seeing their little selves be in them stores buying that, trying to play it off. All right, trying to play it off. That is soft. No, I'm joking. Oh, I know you can do acupuncture. You guys know I do acupuncture for my bladder, and it works. You can do acupuncture for so many things. Okay, it doesn't feel good at first. Okay, but eventually you get used to it. I'm thinking about getting it all over once I get brave. I'm going to get it all over, all those needles. But it does work. The only thing, though, when you start doing it, guys, you have to keep on doing it. All right? You have to do it for the rest of your life. So you can do acupuncture. I don't know where they put those needles at, though. Probably somewhere around there because, you can hit different places in your body, I guess nerves that are responsible for those areas. So that's what I'm guessing. You may have a nerve in your feet that goes up there to that area. We're going to look it up to see where it's at. Or you can use this right here. And you can use yoga. Yoga, you can use that too. I don't know how that would work, but I guess it could. Okay, yoga. Just like massaging. No, you need to use your old ass is old now. You're getting old. You're only 40-some years old. You still got a little, I don't know. Some dudes start experiencing that in their 40s. Okay, but you have a little ways to go since you haven't started experiencing anything. All right. But they said medical treatments may be necessary to address underlying costs. So you should always go to your doctor, all right, first, okay? That's what you should do. If you have ED, erectile dysfunction, all right? That is a common condition that refers to a recurrent inability to get or maintain a or sufficient rigidity, I don't know how you say that, rigidity, I guess, and duration for those entanglements, okay? In other words, the ability to stay lit up, okay? We're going to use those words, okay? And to maintain that lit upness, okay? I just made that lit upness. That's not even a word, lit upness, okay? I just made that up, all right? All right? And you may want to lose weight, exercise, that may help with that as well. Positive thinking, getting someone you're actually attracted to, but for real. And, just look at the best that you can as well, because all of that is psychological stuff that plays a role, making stuff more interesting and things like that. And also that massage. I'm telling you, this shit works. Just don't be thinking no weird shit and you will be good. You know what I'm saying? If you're up there thinking weird shit, man, you're going to be tripping. But don't think that, okay? And they say it's not uncommon to experience problems with that occasionally. But if it happens a lot, or if it disrupts your life, then you need to try these treatments, but first go to the doctor and let them know what's going to work. Okay, that's what you do? Okay, well, whatever works for you. That's why I said just make sure whatever you're looking at is attractive to you, because that may help with that and get you where you need to be at. Okay, don't be looking at something that's not attractive to yourself. You know what I'm saying? And make sure you're looking good too, because the other person want to be, into you as well. But if you're just watching it, it doesn't matter as long as the person you're looking at is attractive. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe you can go to some YouTube videos. They like to twerk on YouTube. They like to do all this type of stuff. You can even go to certain parts of YouTube. They be doing everything. So, yeah, there's so many things. Okay. And natural is what I just told you guys already. They got the macra root, MACA. That's the root from Peru that may improve extra function in libido. And then they got tribulus, TRIBULUS. Okay. They said that might improve erectile dysfunction in your X drive. And then they got tonkat, alley. It's also known as long jack. They said that may increase your SPERM concentration. Then fenugreek, FENU, it's fenugreek, I believe, FENUGREEK. That may affect the production of estrogen and testosterone. Then they got L-arginine. Let me just spell this one. It's ARGININE. That could be good for ED. And then they got this other one spelled YOHIMBINE. That could be good for ED. What? Watermelon? Okay, so they said watermelon contains citrulline, citrulline, which could help with ED. Then, like I told y'all, ginseng, okay, combined with vitamin E could be good for ED. Then vitamin B2, B3, B6, D3, and K may help with ED. Vitamin D3. That's what I take, vitamin D3. No wonder. Okay. And then zinc may help with ED. And then, like I told y'all, other remedies are regular exercise. Okay, I said that. A healthy diet. Okay. Reduce smoking and alcohol intake, and reducing stress. And the FDA said do not purchase supplements and creams that advertise themselves as herbal Viagra. These products may be harmful. They may have harmful ingredients or a declared prescription medication. That's why I say always talk to your doctor and, tell him you want to do a natural thing. And if you have a good enough doctor, like my cardiologist, he will tell you, or she will tell you, what natural things you can take, unless you cannot take those natural things or they don't work for you. But the only way you don't know they don't work if you try them. All right. And good luck with that. All right. But as people get older, and men, just like women, they lose some of that function there. Sometimes people can't, stay, like they should be, like they used to stay when they were younger. Stay ready. Okay. And they may need help. It's part of life. It's a part of aging. All right. And some health conditions can cause you to have that as well. All right. So that's it with the health stuff, guys. I think I told you everything that I wanted to tell you guys about the health. Let's jump back to that Trump stuff, because y'all be taking me to a whole nother level. All right. Let's get back to Trump, because we've been on here 2 hours. It's 1:22. So let me hurry up. Trump. And then we got to do Diddy, and then that'll be it. So let me see the next video real quick. Girl, get your ass out here. So listen to this one. Did I play this already? I don't think so.
Let's listen in together.
Yeah, 79 contact don't work today. Okay. American president 134 the final.
You're going to see it back and forth now between Reagan Tower and the various aircraft that they have lined up on approach into the airport. This happened at about 8:46 p.m. Last evening, and you can see there's several airplanes lined up. That's typical coming in about that time of night at Reagan. They're talking to American Airlines 3130, which I think is number 2 for the runway. They're telling them to slow down to their final approach speed because they're separating everybody on the way in. It's going to turn out that American 3130 is a key player in what happens here.
Well, at 25, that's just off the bridge of
25 is the helicopter that ran into the CRJ 700. It was a PSA flight. The flight number is 5342. It would go under the call sign Blue Streak 5342. You don't ever hear them talking to tower. They've already been cleared to land on runway 33. So they would come in on an approach on runway 1, and then they would kind of circle to land on runway 33. It's a little shorter runway, but they take some of the regional jets and they put them on that runway. PAC 25 is the Black Hawk helicopter that is just south of the Woodrow Bridge, and they've just taken off. They're airborne. The tower is saying to them, there's traffic. It's a CRJ. It's at 1,200 feet, lined up for runway 33. Do you have that traffic? PAC 25 is going to call back and say yes.
It's 1,000 towards the feet, start runway 33.
PAC 25 says, has the traffic in sight, request visual separation. What that means is that they're going to take responsibility for visual separation from that aircraft. What happened? Here's what I think happened. This is not the final word on it, but what I think happened was, it was at night. There's several airplanes lined up. There is that Blue Streak 5342, which is a CRJ that they ran into. Right behind them, just a few miles, is American 3130. Everybody has their lights on as they're coming in. I believe the helicopter looked at the American 3130 and said, I've got the traffic in sight, and they never saw the airplane, the CRJ that was right next to them. That's my conjecture on what happens.
American 1630 Tower, runway 1 off voice steps, runway 33, steps 16 off follow.
So this is typical stuff that's going on in a busy airport. They're lining somebody up to take off. They're saying, pay attention. I'm going to give you an immediate takeoff here. I've got traffic lining up for runway 33. That's the CRJ that got ran into. And he's on a 6 mile final. It might be somebody even behind him, but they're lining everybody up to take off and to land.
6307, keep going out to November Southwest today.
You can see at the bottom of your screen there, the CRJ, the Blue Streak 5342. They're beginning to now kind of come out a little bit to line up the runway to land on runway 33. They're not going to go right straight down the river. They got to come out a little bit wider and come in. But remember, PAT 25, which is up here, the helicopter at the middle of your screen, they've already said we accept responsibility for visual separation.
American 16, turn to 1 star, 32, turn 14, 257, 2 mile elevation, make 33, no delay from a 1 distribution.
You sure did. You're smart, Jermaine.
Here it comes. Now the tower is seeing what's happening, and they're saying, do you have the CRJ in sight? Because you guys are getting kind of close. And the PAT 25, the helicopter says once again, yeah, and I'm asking for visual separation. Okay, the responsibility is on you then.
PAT 25, that's fine, CRJ.
So PAT 25 says, have the aircraft in sight, request visual separation. I don't think they had these guys in sight. I think they had the airplane behind them.
Wow.
In sight. That's why this is such a tragedy.
Yeah, a mistake. Gosh.
So you hear somebody in the tower go, oh, and they see what just happened. Here, the collision took place. The tower has seen it happen in real time. They're human beings are reacting just like you and I would. The helicopter ran into the CRJ. The CRJ's airspace was their airspace. In front of them, behind them, on both sides of them, it was a responsibility of the helicopter to maintain visual separation. They even told him a couple times, do you got him in sight? Do you got him in sight? He said, yep, got him in sight. I'm accepting responsibility for the separation. And I think just like when you're driving in a car and you look and you see a car behind the one that almost hit you, you see that car.
You don't see the other one
right here. And when you turn out in front, sometimes there's a collision. It's really tragic when this happens in an airplane.
Damn.
And it's been decades since there's been a mid-air collision in this country. This is such an unusual circumstance to take place. It's such a tragedy. It's been 12 years since there's been a fatality in a commercial airliner here in the United States. That's unprecedented. And that wasn't a mid-air collision. That was just an accident. This is a mid-air collision, and this hasn't happened in forever. So now we know what's going on here.
Thank you, Captain. Pilot. Captain, I don't know what you call him.
Responsibility for visual separation. They probably had their eyes on the airplane behind them, and they tragically ran into these guys.
Did you see that?
So now what happens from the perspective is they have to work their denial pretty fast. They just saw this happen in real time in front of them. They're human beings like the rest of us. They're kind of in shock, but they've still got airplanes coming in. They got American Airlines 1630, which just took off. They've got to hand them off to departure. They got American 3130 that's coming in. They got American 472 behind them. They got to do something with these airplanes. The airplane port is going to be shut here in a second. So they're going to start telling all these guys to go around while they're trying to handle the emergency and get the emergency equipment out. And all of that is, everybody's kind of in a little fog for a few seconds here while all this is taking place. The tragedy of it hits you hard. And they're very professional. Watch how they handle this. But, man, they're busy.
350, 3000, 3130.
Damn.
347 is on 5 on request, runway 3, circle to 33. Take it at 3130.
See how fast he's talking? He's trying to get all these other airplanes. Okay, what's MWAA? It's the Metro Washington Airport Authority. Every airport has some sort of governing authority over it. Many times it's called the Port Authority. Up in Boston, it's Mass Port, right? In New York, it's the Port Authority. Down here in Washington, it's the Metro Washington Airport Authority. They're now announcing officially there's a crash. So they go over the radio and they broadcast to everybody. The tower is the main recipient of this, that there's been a crash. He's going to repeat that. That puts a whole bunch of things into motion all at the same time. The fire crews now are going to jump in their uniforms. They're going to get in their fire trucks. They're going to drive to where the crash is. There's going to be details about this coming. But this whole thing is very frenzied and happens very fast. But these are really highly trained professionals. They do a really terrific job. You know, alert 3 is Frank.
Where's the alert 3? Approaching the runway 33. Approaching the runway 33. Helicopter crash. Yeah, it's starting. Correct. Alert 3. Helicopters.
Okay, so again, fog of war. The first report that they get is that it's 2 helicopters. They're going to clarify this really quickly because the tower is talking back and forth, and the tower is going to say, nope, it was a CRJ. So they get this cleared up pretty fast.
Helicopter CRJ approaching the runway 33.
That's really fast.
Approaching runway 33, a mile off final. Correct. Kilo CRJ approaching the 33. Okay. How many souls on board?
They're passing the information back and forth to the first responders who need it. Everybody's trying to clarify while they're jumping in their trucks and they're heading out there. Now they know exactly where they're going. It's at the approaching of runway 33. It's somewhere in the Potomac. Now they're going to have to coordinate boats and other things. Eventually they're going to get helicopters involved.
Can we go ahead and hold all operations till we have emergency units respond? We're going to go ahead and show the air zone closed.
They would close the airport so they can get
All operations are closed.
everything's closed.
Everybody just hold your position, please, on the field.
Okay, so this is the ground controller. Now the ground controller is the one that's going to get all these trucks going where they need to go. But the ground controller needs to stop all the airplanes. So she just makes a blanket broadcast. Everybody stop right where you are. Every once in a while, you kind of half hear that, and they say, okay, I'm sorry. And there's also people asking to be released from their gate to go. They're not into what's going on yet because they just put their headsets on, and they're just getting ready to go. One aircraft's going to have to do this, and she's just going to say, everybody stop.
Everyone have to hold for now. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Fire command. The accident happened in the river. Both the helicopter and the plane crashed in the river. East of the approaching runway 33.
It's amazing to me how much clarity they have about actually what happened and where it happened. Many times in an accident like this, it takes 5 to 10 minutes just to get everything sorted out. They're very good here at getting it all very concise, and so the response time was phenomenal on this.
The field is closed. The field is closed.
ARF is the aircraft rescue and firefighters. That's the actual fire chief that's in the fire truck. He's asking, is the airport closed and are all the runways closed as well? That way he can expedite getting out there. He doesn't have to stop and ask, can I cross this runway? Can I go on that taxiway? She's about to tell him the whole place is shut down. You go. You own the airport now.
All runways are closed. Nobody's landing. No one's moving at all. Do the whole field, all taxiways and runways.
So basically, she's saying to these guys to go. At that moment, the fire trucks take off.
What we know about the accident at this point is that there were no survivors. It's now a recovery operation. That's the sad part about all of this, and that's the part that really hits us hard right here. But I know you wanted to hear what happened and maybe my response to how they handled this emergency and what led to it. It looks pretty clear at this point that the helicopter had accepted visual separation. That's when they make that call, when they're cleared for that. They said, yep, we've got the airplane in sight. And the airplane they had in sight was the wrong airplane. There was another one in between that and the one that they were looking at. And sadly, they ran into that craft. So folks, we're hoping that this never happens again. I know that my annual training, I will certainly get some training on avoiding mid-air collisions I have over my career. But we'll refresh this as some more details about this situation comes out. And the really wonderful part about that is they share all of the information with every other airline around the planet. So we all can avoid having a tragedy like this happen in the future. We will train to make sure that this never happens again. Well, there you go. Sorry for this, but pray for these people. Right? I'm Captain Steve.
Captain Steve. So I'm so glad that I found this by mistake on TikTok, because a lot of conspiracy theorist people came up with all type of foolishness. Okay. And he basically, this captain, who is a pilot, he told us exactly what he thinks. And honestly, Jermaine said the thing. So Jermaine, good job at what you saw and what you came up with. And certainly this captain here definitely knows what he's talking about. So thank you to him for posting this, because we definitely needed a rational breakdown. All right. Period. Now, somebody did say, what about the fact that the helicopter was above the 200 feet level they were supposed to be at? According to reports, they were at 350 feet, but are required to be at 200 feet. So there's somebody said exactly the second pilot era. I have flown a small aircraft and have been in a situation like this where we cross paths within visuals like this. Small craft responsible for moving, not the larger. Somebody said, shouldn't have the tower said, oh, stop now. It's right in front of you. Couldn't they see it on their system? Somebody said, in theory, someone in ATC should have seen the various issues, but we have been operating ATCs with minimal staffing for years. I stopped working at MSY in 2018, and it had been a problem and has continued to be a problem. I was about to say that. Probably because they didn't have enough people there. And so that's why they didn't see it. And then somebody said, in Trump, just put a hiring freeze, which doesn't help fix the issue. That's why I got it's time for Trump, because we're going to tie that right into him. Then somebody said, does Trump fly airplanes? Do you fly airplanes? What are you doing about this situation? Keegan, what are you doing about it? All right. Goodness. So let me go ahead and go to the next video. Thank you to Captain Steve for going over that for us, because we definitely didn't know. So here's some footage of it real quick. Let me show y'all. Hold on. Let me turn this music down. Here's some footage. I don't think I showed y'all some real footage of this one. That is this bright. That's the one in the river. Sad. Okay. So to show y'all that. Let's see. We don't need to see the other parts of it. All these people got all these flowers out here and stuff. Let's see. Let me get the other video and let y'all see this other stuff that this dude said. Okay. Let me go back to it. I think it's here, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. Oh no, this is this little girl. Let's see. Okay, so here we go. This is
key aviation.
Okay, I want y'all to listen to this one.
I'm gonna say it again. He fired head of TSA, Coast Guard, and gutted key aviation safety committees. And now we've seen two, not one, two aviation tragedies, 2 plane crashes. Since he did that, 2. One in DC and one in Philadelphia. And he can try to blame DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion. He
That
can try
means
to blame Barack Obama. He can try to blame Biden. He can try to blame Hillary Clinton and Bush. But I'm going to say it again. He fired head of TSA, Coast Guard, and gutted key aviation safety committees. Aviation safety committees. And trying to use diversity, equity, and inclusion as a scapegoat. And say the words. Don't allow people to say DEI because they're advocating against it and they don't even know what it means. If you're going to advocate against it, we're going to call you out each time for advocating against diversity, equity, and inclusion. You're advocating against diversity. You're advocating against equity. You're advocating against inclusion. So search up the opposite of those words to know what you're in support of. But this idea, this way of thinking, and trying to blame diversity, equity, and inclusion for the tragedies that we've seen happen, for the aviation tragedies that we've seen happen for the people who have lost their lives. You're trying to blame diversity, equity, and inclusion for that. That is one of the most ass-backward ways of thinking I've ever seen. It's asinine. And it's dangerous. Because you're using tragedy. It's despicable. It's inhumane. You're using tragedy to perpetuate your racist agenda and your attacks on diversity, equity, and inclusion. And not just racist, by the way, also sexist, also discriminatory, because people may not understand that diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives include women, include veterans. People don't know that. People don't even know what it means, and they're advocating against it. Them running with this is absolutely ridiculous. Do not forget the facts. He fired the head of TSA, Coast Guard, and gutted key aviation safety committees. Don't forget the facts. He fired head of TSA, Coast Guard, and gutted key aviation safety committees. I'm going to say it again. He fired head of TSA, Coast Guard, and gutted key aviation safety committees. And now we've seen two, not one, two aviation tragedies, two plane crashes. Since he did that, two. One in DC and one in Philadelphia. Two. And he can try to blame DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion. He can try to blame Barack Obama. He can try to blame Biden. He can try to blame Hillary Clinton and Bush. But I'm going to say it again. He fired head of TSA, Coast Guard, and gutted key aviation safety committees. Aviation safety committees. And trying to use diversity, equity, and inclusion as a scapegoat. And say the words. Don't allow people to say DEI because they're advocating against it and they don't even know what it means. If you're going to advocate against it, we're going to call you out each time for advocating against diversity, equity, and inclusion. You're advocating against diversity. You're advocating against equity. You're advocating against inclusion. So search up the opposite of those words to know what you're in support of. But this idea, this way of thinking, and trying to blame diversity, equity, and inclusion for the tragedies that we've seen happen, for the aviation tragedies that we've seen happen, for the people who have lost their lives. You're trying to blame diversity, equity, and inclusion for that. That is one of the most ass-backward ways of thinking I've ever seen.
And we're going to stop him. He's a good speaker, too. And I agree with him. Now, granted, they have been having more increase in airplane near experiences and everything, as I told you guys before. However, why would you fire the head of anybody in that field? Plainly crazy. Let me see what some of these people are saying in the comment section, guys. Somebody said, didn't he also do a hiring freeze? Let's see here. They say, yes, He also put a hiring freeze, and the air traffic controller was doing the jobs of 2 people. But in all fairness, they did say throughout the last 20 years or so, they have been having inadequate, I think they say 20 years, they may have said less years, inadequate amount of people, ATC people there, okay? But as the president, I don't feel like you should be doing away with positions if you already know the system already has problems, okay? Let's see. Somebody said it was one in California, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. It was a small airplane crash in Cali. All right. Somebody said this is terrifying. Without the proper people working that know what they're doing, people are getting hurt. And I agree, because if you only have one person or 2 people in a station and it's supposed to be 3, or if you only have 1 and it's supposed to be 2, how can you see everything? How can you do your job efficiently? Okay. And at that other, I think the one there that collided with the Black Hawk helicopter, I think they were understaffed. Does not make any sense. People are losing their lives because of that. People lost their lives maybe because of that. All right. Goodness. So they did say California had a plane crash too. We need to look that up, because I haven't really heard anything recently about that. It could be though. It could be. I don't know. So I'm not going to go over any more of this right here. Let me just see if California had a crash, because I don't know about that. Let's see. They may be mistaking that with the Philadelphia one. Oh, let's see. Let's see. They said that's 7 hours ago, but I haven't heard it. They did have one. Okay. I didn't know this. Oh, man. But this happened. Listen. And this is the one that I was talking about before. Listen, this happened on January the 2nd. Okay. The airplane door appeared to be open before California crashed on January the 2nd. They unalived 2 and injured 19. NTSB said. It said in a preliminary report that the pilot had made a series of modifications to the plane doors, which affected its indicator system. Right, that's the one that crashed into the warehouse near Fullerton, California on January the 2nd, unaliving 2 people and injuring more than a dozen others. So it had one of its doors left ajar when it was in the air. That's crazy. Goodness. And the pilot made a series of modifications to the door on the amateur-built small plane, a Vans aircraft RV-10. And that affected its indicator system that would have notified the pilot that the door was not completely closed. What the hell? Listen, the door latch indicator system supplied with the plane making kit was comprised of 4 magnetic reed switches. It appeared that only 2 reed switches had been installed, which each mounted to the aft pillars at both doors. And then they say, as such, the modified system would not have warned the pilot if the forward latch pins have failed to fully engage. That is crazy. So he had the plane door left open because he modified it. The pilot did. So that's what unalived 2 people and injured 19 in Fullerton, California, when it hit a warehouse on January the 2nd. That's the crash I was talking about. So they were right. It wasn't that happened in California, which I knew it did, but I just didn't know it was that same one. Okay. That's crazy, you guys, man. So like I said, they need to make sure that people who they hire have proper training. People who fly these private planes have proper training. All of this. They need to make sure they have adequate amount of people at these control stations, period. Because people are losing their lives over
It's
era. Okay, now let's see what he's talking about.
America must think we stupid. See, the more shit that I dig up about this plane crash, the more I feel like not even a whole 24 hours before that crash, something else happened in that same area. The day before the crash, another American Airlines plane was trying to land, and guess what happened? The American Airlines flight had to abort landing because of a Black Hawk helicopter in its landing path. Did you just hear what I said? Not even 24 hours before that accident, before that crash, another American Airlines plane was trying to land, and another Black Hawk helicopter was in its way. What's going on, man? Okay, you ain't gonna listen to me? Listen to what Trump said. Listen to this. Because he's saying something without saying something. Listen to this.
You can stop a helicopter very quickly. Go up or down. Not to correct you, obviously. And someone listened to what it was told.
So you're telling me that it's a coincidence that a commercial jet is going wherever it's going, and then a Black Hawk helicopter runs straight into it? That would sound weird. If you want to get technical, that helicopter wasn't even supposed to be up that high at all. Mind you, the night was clear. Everything was clear. The plane had its landing lights on. They seen the plane. Why would you fly straight into that plane?
You know why? Because they did not see the correct plane. Just like the captain said. They didn't see the correct plane. They was looking at the other one. And they gave out information about the other plane versus the one that they should have been given out. Point blank. A mistake. A human mistake. And I believe that's what they're going to find out, you know, when they get everything recovered and investigate everything to its full capacity. Period. All right. So it's an unfortunate accident. And it's just a shame, you guys. It really is. It truly is. So they did reveal, hold on. Oh gosh, let's see this real quick. It just came up on my phone, that's why I'm going to play it, guys. They did reveal the final moments of the medical jet that crashed in Philadelphia, just 30 seconds. Let's see if we can read what it says. I think we already played that one, okay? Yeah, we already played that, okay? We played that. Yeah, we already got this. Yeah, that's the thing I think I already paid. Yeah, so we don't need to go over that again. We already got that audio that I already played a few minutes, about an hour ago, okay? But anyway, let's go ahead and move on to this Trump, other stuff with Trump. Let's see here, because we ran it down with the time now. So I said up here that Trump struck a nerve. Okay, so he struck a nerve with the Black Americans for Trump. Okay, and one of the people in the coalition, let's see what his name is, a GOP strategist, a member of Black Americans for Trump coalition, lashed out at the man he helped elect on CNN on Saturday morning. It took less than 2 weeks in the office for Donald Trump to aspirate Malik Abdul, who complained on Saturday that the president is making life difficult for Black voters who supported his second re-election bid. Now, during an appearance on CNN Table for Five with host R.B. Phillip, Abdul jumped into a conversation about the president, blaming the tragic Washington, D.C. plane crash on DEI, policies without evidence, but not to defend Trump, noting that there have been questions raised about a female pilot who was on the Black Hawk chopper that collided with the airplane. Abdul explained, "I called it the woke right on the right, who were literally saying that I think the male pilot had 1,000 hours. This phantom female pilot had 500 hours of training time. They don't know anything about what the requirements are. They don't know how long that person had been in service. Donald Trump appealing to these people in the second week when we were not talking about the economy. We are not talking about any of that, he complained. We are talking about DEI. And he, Trump, had no evidence, and people are out there defending that. I'm not going to get on television to defend, he exclaimed. I want Donald Trump to know you are making it hard for us who are not looking for a payout or some sort of a association or the social media influence behind supporting Donald Trump or any politician. We want to support you because we believe in what you're doing. And when you get out here and you do this stuff around DEI, knowing that this support that he's gotten from Black people, this uptick is not permanent. Okay, but the thing is, like I always say, I don't know how some people can trust some people. I mean, honestly, because you listen, a tree is known by the fruit it bears. Okay, and if someone shows you certain things and you still manage to associate with them and vote for them and support them and do everything else, then listen, I don't really feel sorry for you. I just don't, because who wouldn't have guessed that he wouldn't have done, he wouldn't do the things that he have already did. Joyce said, I just hope everyone who voted for him realized what a mistake they made. Sally, this is what they have to live with for the next 4 years. Happy said throughout his campaign, Trump showed his extreme racist side, and yet Black people, Hispanic people, people of color, some of them still voted for him. Okay? Said it don't need to say anymore, as this says everything about him. And that's crazy. And somebody said there are a lot of voters, I'm sure now, that have voters regret. He lied to you because that's what he does. And you listen to that foolishness. Bill said, we try to tell them before the election, all those that posted fake news can now eat their words. Trump is and always has been a racist. Michael said, a racist would not think his actions and words are racist, so it would be a waste of time explaining it to one. Of course not. That's why I don't waste my time. All right, let him do what he's doing. Let it affect whoever it affects, and then let the cars fall where they fall. Point blank. And I'm with deplorable. He said, you fools voted for him, so stop bitching. You're now part of the problem and should have been more intelligent on election day. All right. Cassandra said, what's the effing difference? We give a shit ton of money and arms to Ukraine in Israel, or we just give it all to Israel. Either way, your tax dollars ain't effing staying here. Now, are they? Okay. So these people shout in this comment section, all caps and everything. But the thing is, like I said, the choices you make basically follows you. All right. Anybody could have guessed what was going to happen. You guys are blinded. I don't know what's wrong with y'all. Okay. And that's for everything. I'm so glad I'm an independent. All right. Period. Okay. So Jean said, what do you think Trump would for you, dumb ass? Except taking your rights away, block you from voting, and make sure your kids can never reach their dreams. You voted for that clown. It's on you. You made your bed, now lay in it. And she's talking to the dude that I just told you about who just went through this rant. Okay, I forgot his name, Abdul something. His last name is Abdul. Tiffany said he does not care. All right. And let's see what else. Say Jude said, don't sell out now. Oh, Rascal Flats girl said, you chose a broken, inept, morally corrupt, old, passing man. What did you expect? And speaking of that, I saw a video yesterday. I didn't watch it, but if I find it again, I'll watch it. Somebody posted a whole video saying that this man is going to pass on in 2025. I didn't watch it, but if I do find it again and watch it, I'll tell you guys about it. It's crazy. Me said, Black Americans for Trumpter, shaking my head. Someone within this coalition should have spoken up. They knew better. Dollars, dollars, dollars. Okay. Leroy said the cult's leader told you all that he didn't care about you all. He just wanted your vote. If you didn't know, now you know. Okay, so this black man said, voice of reason. He said, black man who voted Trump and still effing happy about it. F all y'all. And then Sheila said he doesn't care about you either. Okay, Ian. Okay, stop. Y'all, I add the N word, okay? Anyway, voice of reason came back and said, Clark, with a name like Sheila, I know you know how to cook some collard greens, huh? Don't matter if he care or not. All that matters is that he paves the way as a black man. That's probably not even a black man because mentioning collard greens. I was passed up at work by so many black women who didn't have half the education or intelligence. DEI, I'm good now, but what could have been where in at years ago if not for DEI? Boy, shut your ass up. DEI actually helps people, okay? Voice of reason. And you do not sound like a black man. Shut that shit up. And that's the way Sheila should have came back at him. You know what I'm saying? Goodness. Somebody said, sorry, but he doesn't care about your reasons for voting for him. He's in now. So buckle up because we are all going to take this roller coaster ride together. Some going to take it worse than the others, though. Let's keep it real. All right? Jim says, sorry to say it, but he played you for a fool. Don't worry. There are over 100 million of you, and I know that's right. And Tracy said, got to be more careful. You get what you voted for. Woo! Killer B said, don't be mad now, SAMBO. This is what you wanted. Right. We don't feel sorry for you, Mr. Abdul. Okay, we don't. Because you are for him, and you are black. We don't feel sorry for your ass. Okay, point blank. Okay, we don't. At least I don't. I'm just keeping it real with you guys. I don't. All right. Right now they're trying to make sure that the executive order that he did, I think they actually put it to a halt on the government funds and things like that. I forgot exactly what the program was called. I can't remember, but it's in my notes. They're trying to make sure that it's not going to affect like Medicaid and other programs like that helps poor people and middle income people. You guys forget that not only poor people get Medicaid, but also middle income people get it as well. Because if you have like a bunch of kids or even just 2 or 3, you can still get Medicaid even with a job. You know what I'm saying? Making a little money, you can still get Medicaid because the more kids you have, the higher the income thing. How can I put this in words? The more kids you have, it makes that amount go higher and that makes it more. It makes you more. I can't even remember the word I'm looking for. It makes you more able to qualify for certain programs. Okay. So, like I said, we're going to see all the stuff that's going to be happening. I did talk about some of his executive orders, and let me go over a couple of them real quick, and then we're going to move on to Diddy, and that's going to be it. There's one more thing I got to do about Trump, though, first. Let's just go over a couple of these executive orders real quick. I'm not going to go into strict details, okay? I'm just going to just name a couple of them. No, do not listen. I don't want you to listen. Damn. Let me see. Let's go with a couple of them. Let's see. I'm not going to go over all of them. I told you guys I'm just not. It's a lot. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Oh, and California said that Trump did not. He gave us too much water. Some shit they said. I will tell you guys about that probably on Monday. California got something to say to him, though. All right. So let me see anyone that I can get on that. We don't want to do that one. Okay, let's see. So the one with ending radical and wasteful government DEI programs and preferencing. All right. So they want to, hold on. They are directed to terminate diversity, equity, and inclusion programs in the federal government. Agencies must report to the OMB director a list of all employees in DEI and environmental justice positions, as well as related committees, programs, activities, services, and budgets. And you must take action within 60 days. That's crazy. Let's see. Hold on, let's go down. It's a lot. I'm just trying to pick some of the ones that really will affect us. Okay. So withdrawing the United States from the World Health Organization. This order begins the process of withdrawing from the World Health Organization, or WHO. It also rescinds a prior executive order signed by former President Joe Biden that coordinated the federal government COVID-19 response efforts and implemented processes to respond to emergency pandemics. And that's effective immediately. That's crazy, guys. This is the same dude who told people to drink bleach or use bleach. Okay? Allegedly. Let's see. Realigning the United States refugee admission program. This order freezes the U.S. refugee admissions program starting January 27, suspending refugee admissions and applications. During this time, refugees may only be admitted into the U.S. on a case-by-case basis through a joint decision by the Secretary of State and the Secretary of Homeland Security. The resumption of U.S. RAP will be considered every 90 days. It's effective in 1 week, up for review in 90 days. Immigration is the topic. And that may be, it depends. I'm glad they're doing stuff by case basis, but, you know, some people actually seek refuge. They actually come to this country because they're running from something, or because they need to stay safe, or, you know, again, they're trying to stay safe and they're running from something. You know, they're trying to get a better life, or whatever the case is. The case-by-case thing may be good, but, you know, how they are doing certain things, I don't think it's right. You know what I'm saying? Period. Okay, so this one right here, protecting the meaning and value of American citizens. This order denies citizenship to certain U.S.-born children whose parents are not U.S. citizens or lawful permanent residents. President Trump asserts these children are not subject to U.S. jurisdiction and therefore not covered by the 14th Amendment of the Constitution, which guarantees citizenship to all persons born or naturalized in the United States. This is effective in 30 days. I don't think this is a fair order right here, period. Okay, denying this right here. If a child is born here, I think they should automatically be a citizen, even if their parents are not here legal. I mean, the child, why make the child pay for what the parents did? Okay, so the child is in school, got friends, only knows here in U.S. So you're gonna just kick them out? It's just not right. It's a better way to do this. You know what I'm saying? So then he did restoring the you know what penalty and protecting public safety. This is going to be effective immediately, okay? Let's see what it says. In response to the Biden administration's moratorium or carrying out the you know what penalty, this executive order commands the Attorney General to resume pursuing the you know what penalty whenever possible. The Attorney General is also ordered to pursue federal prosecution and the you know what penalty for capital crimes committed by anyone without legal status. State prosecutors who are not bound by this order are encouraged to do the same. Well, if this applies to everyone who commits capital crimes and they know they are 100% guilty, okay. But if you don't know this, or it does not apply to everyone, I don't know about this right here either. I don't. Okay, let's see what else he got. He has a lot of stuff, you guys. Let's see. So they want to remove barriers to American leadership in artificial intelligence too, okay? All right, they want to do that as well. Let's see, this executive order follows President Trump's actions to rescind President Biden's 2023 executive order on AI and looks at ways to further rescind AI policies established under Biden. The EO will revoke past government policies that act as barriers to AI innovations, and it says we must develop AI systems that are free from ideological bias or engineer social agendas. Okay, that could be both good and bad for us. It just all depends. Now, how about we give those names out on the Jeffrey Epstein list? Here they want to declassify a declassification of records concerning the assassination of President John F. Kennedy and Senator Robert F. Kennedy and the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. How about we talk about that Jeffrey Epstein list? How about we talk about that and reveal that list? So they definitely want to, he did an executive order for enforcing the Hyde Amendment. That order reinforces Congress' Hyde Amendment, which prohibits the use of federal dollars to cover abortion and related health care with limited exceptions. Most notably, the order rescinds two of former President Joe Biden's 2022 executive orders, which saw avenues to expand access to reproductive and emergency health care after the Supreme Court overturned Roe versus Wade's right to abortion. Again, this can be affecting people both negatively and positively. All right, point blank. It's simple. I don't agree with abortion. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you guys. However, I don't think it's up to the government to decide who can get one or who can't get one. We have to account for our own sins. If you want to help people in that area, how about, promote more education to let people know X before marriage is not the way to go. Show them how to use, make prophylactics more accessible and other birth control things, and I guess improve the education with that and stuff. Parents need to be parents as well. It's just a lot of things you can do besides doing that right there. Maybe if people are getting repeated abortions, maybe it can, place some type of stipulations with that. You can do a lot of things to curve stuff down without just canceling out for everybody, because some women might need to get it depending on, the circumstance of the baby and things like that. And like I said, I'm not for abortions unless it's medically necessary, or in case if somebody get RAPE, because it's probably hard for them to go through having a child if they were RAPED. So that's why I said this should not be here, because it may be beneficial for some, but it may not be for others. You really have to think about all these things. You just can't be thinking one side, because you got women that have been RAPED and things like that, and they get pregnant. They just do not want those babies, you guys. Point blank. I'm not even going to talk about this one. Emergency measures to provide water resources in California and improve disaster response in certain areas. They said this order directs secretaries of various agencies to report back within 15 days about taking measures necessary to ensure adequate water resources in Southern California. It orders the Interior Department's Central Valley Project to deliver more water and produce additional hydropower to high-needed communities, in spite of any contradictory state or local laws. And a report is due on authorities in 15 days, a report on California policies in 30 days. So California has a response back to that, and I'll give that to you guys on Monday. All right. Let's see what this is. And then they attacking FEMA. All right. But they're going to hold they want the council to hold its first public meeting within 90 days and submit a report within 180 days of that meeting. Council is 1 year from the order date unless extended by the president. All right. So that order says that there are serious concerns of political bias at the agency. The secretaries of Homeland Security and Defense are designated co-chairs of the council. It calls for a report and assessment of adequacy of the agency's disaster response during the Biden years and to recommend improvements. It is to hold its first public meeting within 90 days with a report due in 180. And that may be good as long as you don't try to eliminate FEMA. Okay. Okay, that's good right there. Okay. So I tell you guys to go look at all these. Okay, so he is doing the one where he reinstated service members discharged under the military CV-19 vaccination mandate. That's a good one. Okay. Some of these are okay, but some are just not. So I encourage you guys to take a look at all of these signed executive orders and see what you think about them, because it's not enough time for me to go over every single one. But that government thing, with freeze and stuff, which they put it on hold for right now, which could have possibly affected the Medicaid program, even though they claim it would. Well, I don't trust them. It possibly could, you know what I'm saying? Which would make it hard for a lot of people who get Medicaid and possibly SNAP and other federal programs. And it just does not hurt poor people. Middle income people also get this because technically they call themselves middle income, but technically they're poor too. Let's keep it real. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times the only people that are of true concern is people that have money. All right. And as you guys can see that's why the eggs are going up higher. Okay. The gas prices are going back up. I thought they were going to come down. Our gas just went up. The eggs are going up higher. Rent is ridiculously high. These are the things that needs to be addressed. Okay. We got people not having enough people in these airports at the ATC command stations, and it's causing people lives, like in these two plane crash. Okay. The first one, we already know it was only one or two people there when it should have been 3 or 2. Okay, so that person that wasn't there probably would have seen the other plane or whatever, the helicopter, whatever the case is, or would have recognized that it was another plane there, or they had the wrong plane, or whatever happened. They just would have known what was up in the sky more better than one person, point blank. So these are the issues that we need to be talking about. Terrorist stuff, like I said, the high prices of food, groceries. You go to the store, spend $100 and some, you don't have anything but 2 things. Okay, 2 days of food. All right. Rental prices, interest rates, all this shit need to be taken a look at. Registrations on your cars. Why are they so much? What else? Medication prices, hospital prices. It's just so many things that could be looked at and addressed. All right. Period. The poor continues to get poor. Okay, middle income people start leaning toward being poor, while the rich people continue to get richer. All right, off of the backs of poor people spending money in these damn grocery stores, gas stations, hospitals, pharmacies, buying fucking alcohol, smoke in these restaurants. Okay, point blank. Okay, so all of these things need to be looked at. The homeless problem. All of this stuff needs to be addressed. So we have a lot of things to do in order to make America great. I don't even know why they use that little logo, term or catchphrase. Make America great again. Okay. When the prices come down, when racist stuff stop happening, when so many crimes stop happening, when they get adequate people in these positions, when they hire people and be fair with it, in bringing all types of people, regardless of their race or their genders. When they stop promoting racism, when they stop gouging up the damn gas prices, the food prices, the rent, the mortgage rates and mortgage payments, and when they give us better qualities of homes for the prices we're paying for it, and better air quality and better water, more safer water, safer foods, and a lot of other stuff, guys, then we can say America is great. We can't even let our kids go outside and play without being kidnapped. Let's keep it real about worrying about them being kidnapped. We can't even drive on the street without some idiot getting out, jumping out, doing road rage and trying to unalive you. So all of these things need to be looked at. All right. It needs to be addressed. And when all of these things are solved and everything is better, that is when America will be better again. No one single man can do it, Hans. Shh. Everybody has to do it. And the leader definitely has to do it, but he has to do it in a fair way, period. This world consists of, this United States consists of all types of people, all right? And no other race is better than the other. Like I always said, if your ass catch diseases, if you get sick, if you age, if you can be rich one day and poor the next day, if you can be unhappy, if you can have any negative things happen to you, you are no better than any other person on this damn planet. And that's on everything. You can't stop from passing on. You cannot stop from getting sick one day. You cannot stop from aging. You cannot stop from doing many different things. And if you can't, you're no better than any other race of people. So stop acting like you're all that, because you're not. Everybody has their time. And when your time is up, trust me, if you get enough time to think about it, you're going to think about the stuff that Shay's Tube said or somebody else told you. And then you're going to realize being racist, being crazy, acting on purpose, and doing so many negative things, you're going to wish you didn't do all of these things, point blank. In order to make this America, USA great, we all have to work as a team. We got to stop with the violence. We have to stop with the racism, the price gouging. As soon as the fires here in California happened, they raised the hotel prices. How is that right? They raised gas prices. How is that right, you guys? So it's a lot of stuff we need to look at in order to make America great. And no one man, your savior, is going to do it. Not that savior anyway, savior, or however you say it. He's not. All right. And that's on everything, period. Diddy news. I'll tell you about the other Trump stuff on Monday because it's getting late. They said that the crashed U.S. Army Black Hawk unit was responsible for the doomsday accident or doomsday readiness. Okay. Let's see what they say over here. So I don't know exactly what they mean when they say that, but we will go into that more on Monday, okay? Because I have to read this all. I just read that because it just popped up on my phone. They said it's responsible for doomsday readiness. It didn't say it caused the accident, okay? So we will go over that on Monday, along with this foolishness Trump said up here, okay? And that Trump says he opened California's water. Local official says he nearly flooded them. So we're going to go over that on Monday as well. And then let's see. Trump's attack on women and Black people could be a cover-up after Musk revelations. We'll go over that on Monday. And plot to unalive Donald Trump, inspired by Luigi. We'll go over that. And then Trump suggests dwarfs, amputees, and epileptics are DEI hires are not qualified for air traffic control positions. As long as their brain cells work and they can do the job and they can think they are qualified for it. Just because you are missing one leg, and that's a lot of military people. So y'all better think when y'all be voting for people. That is a lot of military people who go to war or whatever in the service, lose an arm, lose a leg. You're saying they can't go in there and do an ATC job because they have a one less arm or leg, when all they need to be able to do is see and think and talk? And just because you have epilepsy, you mean to tell me you can't be an ATC worker? Or because you're short? Come on now. Come on now. He may not be saying that directly out of his mouth, but the DEI hires cover people like that. It just does not cover Black people. All right. It covers any type of person, you know, minority or person with disabilities or anything like that. Like I said, we'll talk about that on Monday. All right. Point blank. Then I'm going to talk about this man who was unalive during the confrontation in Marietta. Okay. I mean, these people always talking about, we know the police do something, you know, they do things a lot of times, but sometimes these people do stuff too. All right. And I think he did something, and that's on everything. That's why he was unalive. You cannot open your door. He was in the house. I'll just tell you briefly. He was in the house beating the shit out of his wife or girlfriend or whatever, threatening her or whatever the case is. When the police knocked on the door, he would not open the door. When they busted in, he up there standing there with a damn GUN in his hand. So what do you expect? So you think a police officer is going to break into the house, okay, and then he see you with a GUN and they're not going to shoot? That's stupid. Y'all need to stop that shit, okay? Because you know they're going to shoot back. Goodness. So we're going to talk about that on Monday, okay, guys? We just are. All right, let me give you the next thing on Diddy, and that's going to be it. You said, Jermaine, I'm divorced in America. This relationship isn't working out. And you said food prices are about to go up even more, and this guy is dangerous. He's purging the FBI right now. What do you mean by that? He's getting rid of some people in the FBI or what? And then you say the Trump is a clown. Answer this question right here, though, because Jermaine, you guys, check out his channel, Black Vigilance TV. He talks about all his politics. I don't really talk about it like that. I just go over brief things that I read because I don't know a whole lot like he does. He's really skilled in all this type of areas. I can't tell you what his job is, but he's skilled in all this type of areas, okay? So therefore, he talks about a lot of stuff on his channel, Black Vigilance. I cannot even talk now, TV, okay? Put your channel up there, Jermaine, because you know my no-talking ass be saying all types of shit, all right? Woo, I need to take a supplement for that. Oh, I forgot to tell y'all one thing about that, too. Make sure y'all do facial massages, too, okay? Facial massages, okay? Because when you do that, it increases your blood flow to your face. We do see fine lines and wrinkles and things like that. And if you got those nasal folds coming on your face, if you do massages and facial exercises, it helps to diminish that as well. You can look that up on YouTube, and they show you some ways you can do that. I've been doing it for years, okay? And you're going to apply cold water to your face once you wash it with warm water. Apply cold water to your face. It helps too, especially to minimize puffiness around your eyes. And if you do it all the time, you probably won't even have puffiness underneath your eyes unless you don't get enough sleep. And get enough sleep, drink enough water too. Okay, those are the key things to try to eat as healthy as you can. I forgot to tell you guys that. Okay, and do like different type of exercises too, like leg lifts, crunches if you can. If you can do planks, if you have hypertension, you're not supposed to do planks, okay? But I still do them a little bit. Don't tell my doctor. Okay, planks. I don't do them the other way, though. I just do the simple ones. You can do planks. You can do to keep your balance good. Do a balancing, like a thing you put on the floor. You can try with that. You can also do it without that. You can like stand, hold on to something if you need be. And each day you try to stand on one feet, keep your balance, do it for about 10 seconds and gradually increase that and then change the feet. I do that all the time. I can actually stand on one feet for about, I don't know how long, a long time. So you can do that too, okay? So there's a lot of things you can do to help you with aging so you can age in a more productive, efficient, healthier, energetic, better way. Plus it reduces pains. And do stretching too. Early in the morning before you go to bed, do some stretching because it helps with your back pain if you have back pain or body aches or whatever the case is. And if you lay flat on a hard floor, it depends on the type of back pain you have. If you lay on a hard floor, flat, okay, You can bring your knees up to your chest if you can. If you can't do it up to your chest, just lay flat on the floor and then gradually try to do that. Okay, each day. Just do a little, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you can handle. But if you lay on that hard floor, it actually helps your back feel way better. I'm telling you, ever since I had all these daggone kids, I had minor back pain, right? Went to a back doctor. He told me he would never get back surgery unless extremely necessary. I go to a chiropractor. I do massages. And I found out laying on that hard floor, shit, I don't even need to go to I don't even need to really get that many back massages, because when I lay on that damn floor, I tell you straight up, those pains are released, okay? And when I get up, I be feeling good, man. It is good, man. If you lay on the floor and you do the rocking movement, that shit feels so good, you guys. I'm not joking. And then you stretch, right? You hold your hand straight out and stretch. It stretches. It pops your joints and stuff and everything. Try doing that. First, check with your doctor about laying on the floor and stuff and doing those stretches on the floor. If you can do it, when I tell you it works, you're going to say, Shay's Tube, know what she be talking about. Now, this depends on the type of back pain you have, but even if you don't have no back pain, do it anyway, just to rejuvenate your body and to stretch your entire, body system, like your arms, your legs, your back, all of that. And then you can do neck exercises too. Look online. It tells you how to do them safely. Don't jake your head back because you're going to hurt your neck like I did one time doing it in a rush. But you can do neck exercises to make your neck look more youthful in appearance. And if you're not older or whatever case is, you do it anyway to help diminish that when it starts happening. Okay, because you don't want your neck looking all tripped out and shit. All, you know how some people neck look when they start aging. You don't want it to look like that. So you start doing all these simple neck exercises, like turning your neck to the right side, to the left side. And then when you turn it to the right side, you just gradually go up and down about 10 times each. And then you go to the left side and do the same thing. Then you go to the front, do the same thing slowly and gentle, because you're going to hurt the neck muscles really easy. And you do it slowly and gentle. This stuff right here definitely helps your neck and gives it that flexibility you need. Also, it decreases, wrinkles and the other stuff that happens to your neck as you age. Also, like when you hold your neck back, you can do your tongue up to the roof of your mouth like 10, 20 times, and it helps strengthen that area as well. So look that up on YouTube, guys, with the medical doctors on YouTube, and they talk about all these type of things, okay? And do them, all right? So here you go. You said if five executive assistant directors of the Bureau were notified, they would be demoted. All prosecutors who worked on Trump's 2 criminal investigations were also fired. And this is something I don't agree with. Just because when you become president, certain things they shouldn't allow you to do. Okay, because it's not right. If you go out here and you do some of these crimes this man was accused of, your ass would be incarcerated, including some of you guys who voted for him. Okay, you would be incarcerated. You wouldn't have the opportunity to fire any prosecutors or any FBI people or anything. You wouldn't be able to do anything. You wouldn't be able to demote anybody or fire anybody. Your ass would be sent in prison. It's not right. You said agents who had worked on the Mar-a-Lago and January 6 investigations were escorted out of the Washington field office. Officials in charge of the Washington, D.C., Miami, Seattle, New Orleans, and Las Vegas field office were removed. That's sad. And so here, this is all a lot of stuff right here, guys. A lot of agents were fired. You guys can go to these right here to look them up. All right. Okay, so go to this stuff. Investigate all of the stuff, you guys. Read, and then you will see. Okay, you will see. Just go look at all this stuff, because Shay's Tube can't tell you everything. I've been on here already 3 hours and 33 minutes. I can't tell you everything. All right, so do that. Now let's move on to Diddy. We'll finish covering Trump on Monday. Let's do Diddy real quick. It's real quick with Diddy, okay? I always have to add him here because, that's my main person I got to talk about, Okay, so Diddy. Okay, let's do this real quick, guys. Real quick. Hold on. Damn. So let's see here. Diddy. So I did tell you guys already that Diddy's team blasted the flawed new indictment. Okay, I told you guys about that yesterday. Let me just go over that real quick, recap it. So like I said, Diddy's team calls prosecutors' theories that all his ex-girlfriends were alleged victims and they were women of the night. His team says this is ridiculous. He said they were his girlfriends, regardless how long they dated or whatever case it is. They are or were his girlfriend, okay? And they were not prostitutes. All right? And he did say Mr. Combs is as committed as ever to fighting these charges and winning at the trial. Okay? Anyway, U.S. District Judge Aaron Subramanian argued that Diddy's team having access to the tapes could put the alleged victims' privacy and safety at risk. So Judge Aaron denied the request for Diddy team to get those alleged freak-off tapes. Okay, point blank. That was a quick breakdown. Go watch my video for last night and you will see it, the entire breakdown. Okay, and then with Diddy, hold on. Let's see. Oh, so they did wait on Diddy's case. So Jason Oppenheim said it was no crime in buying stuff for GFS. Feds must have more evidence. Okay, so he's sounding off on federal prosecutors' latest allegations against Sean Diddy Combs. Remember yesterday when I was talking about that, I said the same thing. The feds would probably have to have more stuff. I don't see what they have unless they have something really incriminating on those in those tapes. I don't know, or on those electronic devices. Anyway, Jason said, saying the indictment makes it sound like it's illegal for men to lavish significant others with expensive items. All right. Let's see here. So hold on. So he was on TMZ Live, which he co-hosted, and questioned the case against Sean Combs. Specifically, the feds claim Diddy provided 3 women money to cover their living expenses and gave them career opportunities. Jason says that sounds like prosecutors are criminalizing half the relationship in Hollywood and in the real world, because that's just what rich men in showbiz tend to do for their girlfriends. And usually they have more than one. Let's keep it real. He says it sounds like the prosecutor case is pretty thin if that's all they have. Diddy attorneys have suggested exactly that. They have suggested that in their response to the new filing. Of course, federal prosecutors also allege Diddy transported the women, victims 1 and 2 and 3 in the indictment, to engage in the P word, which they definitely have to prove. He said if they can prove that, that's a different story, like I said yesterday. But as the so-called sugar daddy element of the indictment, Jason says if you are wealthy and you have a girlfriend, you want to take her to dinner, buy her a car, buy her a purse, buy her clothes, where is the crime? It's entirely possible, if not likely, the U.S. attorneys in the Southern District of New York have more evidence up their sleeves that they have not revealed, given their track record for winning big cases. Like I said before, Diddy trial begins May the 5th, so he won't have long to wait and find out. So I'm thinking they just have more evidence against him that they're not talking about. I don't know for sure, but based on the stuff that I've seen, besides the illegal drug stuff, I don't see in witnesses saying that he beat some people, which they don't have no physical evidence of, besides Cassie. I don't know where they're going with this case. I just don't, you guys, unless they do have some incriminated information in those electronic devices they have. So we will see, we will see. And I agree with Jason, whatever his last name, I forgot his last name already. Jason, I agree with Jason Oppenheim regarding what he said when he was hosting TMZ. The feds must have more evidence. Otherwise, I don't see what they are going to be charging him on, other than being Cassie or maybe anything related to drugs that they can prove. Okay, period. So we will see. And I will be keeping you guys updated on Diddy. All right. Well, guys, thank you so much for tuning in to this live. I appreciate you guys. Again, my condolences are expressed out to everyone who lost family members and friends and co-workers on those two in those 2 plane crashes. It was more than 2. It was 3 plane crashes. Well, it was 2 plane crashes, but 3, 2 planes and 1 helicopter involved. So my condolences to all the people, all the families of the people. I can't even say this right. My condolences are for the family members of all the people who were unalive in those crashes, okay? And people who knew them and their co-workers and other people who knew them, okay? And my prayers are extended out to them as well. And my blessings are extended out to people who were injured and their family members as well. All right, guys? And thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thanks to everybody in the bushes, everybody who watches who will watch this in the replay. Thank you to Jermaine for always being here. Thank you to Tony Bands, who was up in this place, showing support like always. Thank you to Most Hated for always being here, showing support as well. I appreciate you too. And let's see, I think that's it. All right. And Nightbot always doing his job. All right. And thanks to everybody who watches this in the replay and everybody in the bushes. Y'all, don't forget to thumbs up this video if you enjoyed this content today, this long ass video. Also, if you're not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe below. And hit that bell notification so you can be notified of any upcoming videos. All right. All right. And make sure you share and leave a comment. All right. Other than that, y'all, have a good weekend. And I'll see you guys back on Monday with some more updates on all the crashes on Diddy, and anything else that I have, guys. And Trump and anything else. All right. Let me go ahead and change this. And we are getting ready to get out of here, guys, and see you guys on Monday. All right. Let's get out of here. Let me go ahead and do this. Hold on. Where is it at? And I'm still going to show y'all the worst read stuff on Monday for sure. Okay. Hold on. I must have took that down, you guys. Where is that? Oh, here it is right here. All right, guys. See y'all later. Thank you so much and have a good day, weekend, and blessings. All right. See y'all later, y'all. Peace.